Hold on, let me get the chat up.
I'm just trying to get my lip gloss. My lips is dry.
Hold on. Who's here? I don't know. I can't pull the chat. Oh, okay, here we go. Sorry we're late. All right.
Wow, lots of people.
Lots of folks. Look at all the people.
Look at all the peoples. Okay, videos?
Yeah. What's going on, guys?
Okay, let's see. Happy Friday. Let's see what the conversation is that we've missed. Where are we at?
Here come the people. Hi guys, happy Friday.
Okay.
What's going on?
Okay, so let's see, Latrice Hubbard, Angela Marcinkovich, first one in. Ashley Harris is there.
We have a question. What is in your hair?
Main choice. And I did it especially for y'all because after we did the video, next day we washed it out because we did another video. And so then everyone started asking how long does it last, and I was like, oops. We literally took it out the next day, so we really didn't get, we weren't able to test the wearability. So I did it again yesterday. I pineappled it last night. This is day 2, and this looks promising. This is definitely going to be good tomorrow and definitely through Sunday. So it's main choice. Do it for culture. I did it for y'all because I put it back in. I love that stuff. It's such a good line.
Let me see. Alberta James says, hi ladies, thank God it's Friday. All the nurses say hello. Hi guys.
Adam's living his best life, Angela. Like, where's Adam? Sheila, hi Sheila. Asia Rose has made it. Love the main choice. Keisha Slade said, I know, I love this line. Though we've always liked the main choice. The only one that we haven't tried is that 4-leaf clover.
The 4-leaf clover one.
But we'll get around to it eventually, but nope, I love this one. So for those that ask which one do we like better, you held out for the moringa,
the
right?
tropical moringa. Yeah, I do like the tropical moringa.
And I think I like this. Though I want to make note, and it's not a complaint, it's not anything bad, but I did notice when I washed it out the next day, my suds were gray. So I thought that was interesting. And we didn't get a chance to mention that in the video because we put the product in and those were the end results. So this is what happens, when you don't do 2 and 3 days worth of footage. So that was the next day, that's what happened. Is it bad? Is it good? I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. I was like,
it didn't come off on our clothes.
No.
So
not at all. Which I thought, I wonder like if in the summer,
we also weren't wearing white.
We weren't wearing white.
So we don't know.
Yeah.
But the product is gray, right? So the product is gray when you rinse it out.
And black, also the gel is black, and the leave-in is like that cake mix, like that.
Yeah.
It's very like kind of like light, like cement gray.
Yeah,
kind
both
of.
products are dark.
Yes.
So when you rinse it out, it's dark.
Has anyone tried it, and has anyone else had that experience? I thought it was interesting. It was just worth a mention, but it's not a complaint. I'm still going to use it. I did. I put it right back in. So, but just FYI.
No, we didn't notice any like gray residue or anything in our hair. We probably we wouldn't have noticed anything until we rinsed it out, and then you were like, it's gray. And then when I was like in the shower rinsing it out, like I looked down and like it was gray on the tub
Well, actually,
floor.
I first noticed the suds when when you're pulling it through. And I was like, oh wow. And then I was just like, hey, look at this. But it's not a complaint. It's just the color. Now, who said it in the comments? I think Kid Sister said it's like healthy products. It's what did you say was in those products, Kid Sister? Some special oil or something that's good for hair growth or something good for your body. You said you take a teaspoonful of it or something daily. What was that? Yeah, probably the charcoal in the products. Flower Tress said black seed oil, right? So that's what it is. That's what it was. But I love it. It didn't drip down on the clothes. And even when I took the microfiber towel, and I normally don't like to do that because I don't like to soak up all the moisture, but I did because I didn't want to have this long drying process. It just maintained, the curls maintained, they didn't get frizzy or anything. So, and this is not even like finger coil today. Normally I'll put in some sort of a spray. No spray, no extra gels, no creams, nothing. This is just me shaking out the pineapple and not really having time to do too much of anything today.
Yeah, we went to the club today.
And I was dipping it in and doing it at the club, guys. Sweating it out at the club this morning.
For those of you who don't know the joke, it's the gym. Even though it's not a joke, she really calls the
I
gym
call it the club.
the club.
So this is the club. Yep. All sweated out at the club.
So we have either of you protein sensitive, need help with that? I am. I'm pretty protein sensitive. I'm not overly protein sensitive, but I did have to recover from protein overload about 2 or 3 months ago because I overdid it with a mask. But I don't go crazy on the protein. You love protein.
I love protein. My hair loves protein. Love protein deep conditioners. I love protein daily conditioners. My hair seems like it loves it. It eats it up, and then the curls really develop with the protein for some reason. So yep, I don't have a problem with protein. I would say you kind of, sort of. I'd have to say.
Yeah.
Would you? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like go for like protein. Like we were doing this WeDad video the other day. And one of the products had like 4 different kinds of protein in there, and I was like, do they want to put any more protein in this? And I didn't use that product because there was just way too much protein in it. But
yep, dipping in, doing it at the club.
so
DW, Texas.
Sheila Wright said snacks for this evening.
Not I. Ice cubes.
You don't have any snacks?
No.
Oh wow! I brought cookie dough bites. Has anyone ever had cookie dough bites? They're so good. It's chocolate covered cookie dough. It's like $1 at Walgreens. So good.
I've done my share of eating this week as far as sweets. Like I had the M&Ms with peanut butter, and we celebrated kind of sort of yesterday with my husband. It was a year, I think yesterday or the day before, that the whole process started with him and the prostate cancer, and here we are a year later. So he brought home cupcakes, and we had that. So I had a cupcake. So I've done my share of eating. They had some more Brazilian food.
Did you eat your Brazilian food?
No, I didn't eat it, all of it. Nope. So, nope. I'll be like this tonight. I can push away from the snacks.
From the snack table?
From the snack table. Oh, what's some of our favorite home-cooked meals? Thanksgiving dinner.
Right? The only meal I get a year. Home good, no.
I'm not into all that home cooking.
All that
Can't
home
do
cooking,
that.
You don't do all of that. But you do throw down for Thanksgiving. You definitely do. I'm looking very forward to my collard greens and macaroni and cheese. I'm very excited.
Yes. I'm very excited for you. Hope you find them. Okay.
Okay, even though you use proteins, do you still, even though you're protein sensitive, do you still use occasionally? P.S. Y'all make me happily miss my sweet mama. Aww. Yeah, so even though my hair is sensitive to protein, I just watch it. Like, I won't use products with protein in it like back to back to back to back, and I definitely don't do protein treatments. And if I do a protein treatment, it's not like a hardcore one. It's like a little like light pack. I can't do like anything hardcore. Like WeDad gels, I love the WeDad gels. Those have protein in them. I do use those products, even though they have protein in them. So I'm not like protein crazy. I still use products with protein, but I don't.
So
try not
I
to
go
overboard.
hardcore. I'll use those Apogee products, not even like the new ones that will give you 2 to 3 weeks of protein worth treatment. I go back to the old one that was like all watery, and it was 6 weeks, 6-week process. So my hair loves that Apogee treatment. So whenever I find like a little bit of shedding or a little bit of my curls looking kind of crazy, I'll definitely do the Apogee and bake it in, blow dry it in till your hair is hard as a rock. I love that. My hair loves it.
How do you know if you need protein? So I know when I need protein or when you need protein when like the hair like isn't bouncing.
Right.
It's kind of like limp and flat. I was actually doing some research on protein, like when the hair is like flat and limp and the curls aren't like bouncing, it's just the hair is weak, that it needs like, some protein.
Yeah, that Apogee looks intense. I'm sure it is, and I was using it I've been using it for well over 30 years. Well, my oldest son is 26, so when I was pregnant with him and then 4 months later, my hair just started falling out. I guess maybe the hormones, you know, you're all beautiful, your skin, your hair and all that, and then 4 months later things happen to your hair. And so I was told at that point to use ApHogee. I didn't know anything about it, wasn't educated about hair, natural hair. Those were my relaxer days, but I did. And now fast forward all these years later, everyone is like, ApHogee is dead serious treatment, it's protein, you know, not to be played with. But I have been playing with it for years and never had a problem, so I just kept on doing what I was doing. But yeah, no, I would guess I would caution anyone that's never used it before and doesn't know or doesn't know if your hair is protein sensitive. It's dead serious protein treatment.
Yeah, that's a hardcore protein treatment.
It is.
Ones that aren't as hardcore are like the Palmer's little protein pack.
Right.
That's pretty light.
Yeah.
The Shea Moisture one is like a step above the protein pack. That one's a little bit more intense, but not as intense. If I'm gonna do some protein, then I will do the Shea Moisture. The Shea Moisture, like what is the Manuka honey and yogurt one? I'll do that one.
Someone asked, how often do we recommend using protein? I guess you would kind of have to know your hair. I think they say that your hair is naturally protein and that hair really doesn't need protein. Like I was doing it almost on a daily basis.
Yeah,
because I was washing my hair every day. I just recently, throughout this whole being on MADCURLS, learned how to refresh, learned how to go days without doing my hair. But before I actually was on this channel, I was every day washing my natural hair. That's just my routine. I would get up in the morning, jump in the shower, wash my hair. And on top of that, I would use the Repair Me protein treatment by Curl Junkie every single day, and it's protein. I didn't know any better, never had a problem with it, so my hair definitely was okay with that. But since then I've learned you don't need protein like that. You need protein maybe once or twice a month, perhaps. I guess you just have to kind of like know your hair. But you really don't need protein. Moisture, yes. Maybe need protein, probably no.
Do you use the ApHogee shampoo and conditioner or the whole set with the leave-in as well? I like using the spray leave-in for that line.
I use the balancing, of course, conditioner after you do all that. You have to put back in what you've taken out or what the protein has done to it, because it literally strips your hair. I do use the damaging, I think, shampoo to start the whole process. Then I put in that liquidy, watery, hardcore protein, blow dry it in, and then rinse it out, and then put in, it's in a like little pink bottle, the balancing conditioner, and that's what I do. They have a whole line of natural hair care products. I've never used their products. They're Curlific or something?
Curlific?
Yeah, I've never used that.
Does anyone know if Bounce Curl is good for type 4 hair? From what I've heard, it's drying, and it's almost drying for my hair, which is type 3, but I use a leave-in underneath it. But they claim it's for everybody, but I don't know how I feel about stuff being for everybody, unless like it depends on the look that you're looking for. But I think Bounce Curl can be drying, and I know like some type 4 naturals that I've talked to that have used Bounce Curl, they said like it's really drying for their hair, and it was drying for mine, but I put a leave-in underneath. But I don't know.
Ooh, I just saw somebody ask about microfiber towels. Who asked that question? I'm looking for. Did you see it, Tay?
No.
I love some microfiber towels. I think I have one every color of the rainbow. I use them almost as decoration when we start every video. I have to match up my towel with my outfit. But yes, I use them. What I've learned recently is to put a plastic cap under them because they do absorb a lot of moisture. I feel my hair used to start off our videos dry, and though we would say first things first, water, we'd spray, it seemed like it could never really get that moisture in the way it needed to. So now when I take that microfiber towel, I'm actually pulling it off with that plastic cap underneath, that little lightweight plasticky saran wrap kind of a cap, and that retains the moisture that the microfiber towel could potentially take away. But no, I love them.
Alan's asking if we have any in our Amazon store. We might. Let me go check.
What's that? Microfiber? Oh, I think her name is Ellen asked that. So yeah, we do use them, love them.
Well, what are some gels that we like?
I love We Dad gels. I love the Curl Quencher line, which is I call the blue line, Curl Quencher line.
I think the Uncle Funky's daughter, the Curly Magic Gel, is a great gel.
Camille Rose
Natural Curl Maker is a great gel.
Yeah, I think they're compatible. Uncle Funky's might be slightly more. Did we see
Shinier.
moisturizing? Yeah, it makes the hair more shinier.
It makes the hair shinier.
We have a video
Yeah.
that compares the two because we didn't realize how similar they were until we did the video on Uncle Funky's, and people were saying, because everyone knows I love Camille Rose, how comparable they were. So we tested them. I think we both put each one in both sides of our head.
Yep.
Camille Rose on one side, Uncle Funky's on the other. And Uncle Funky slightly edged out Camille Rose with the shine factor slightly, but they really are comparable.
So what's in my hair tonight is the WeDad Curly Immersion Custard. I did a one and done on that. And this is day 3.
And so, and speaking of that, the Curl Immersion line, which was marketed for type 4 curls, and then I see a question here, what do you recommend for 3B? What's her name? Jonisha Conley? What products do you recommend on 3B hair, which we would consider our hair 3B? I don't kind of like brands that promote a certain hair type because I think that anything can work. I think that Curl Immersion was fantastic. Wait till you guys see the video. I loved that, and that was for kinky hair, and it was for 4s, and I thought it did great in my hair. It's in your hair now.
Yeah, so when you guys watch that video, take a good look at this. Take this in. This is day 3 because my day 1 was flat to my head.
Yeah.
It was like the flattest you guys are probably ever going to see my hair. It was very, very flat, and I was like, I don't know what this is, but I think it's going to get better. And I could definitely keep going. This is day 3. I definitely plan on taking this through the weekend. But the first day, my hair was very crunchy. It was very flat to my head. And then the next day, sleeping on it, the cast broke up. And as the days go on, the cast breaks up, and so it does get, like, you know, better and better. But day 1, when we were like, and we're back, my hair is just like,
Yeah, it is.
it was so flat.
But I think hair typing, I just said that we were 3B. People are 2C, 4A. Some people say they're 4B. I mean, that's just like, it's like extreme. And they said nobody really is like a 4C. That's just probably people that just really don't know what to do with their hair. But they said very rarely are people really a 4C, whatever that means. But hair typing strictly is for buying products, so you know what to buy. Again, I think anything can work. Last year we did a video with Talia Waheed, which was very, very thick. The product, the apple and aloe line, and we made it work for us. We just put it in our hand and we put water in it and just kind of like mixed it together, smoothed it out, and put it in our hair. I think any product can work for any hair type. You just kind of have to know your hair type. You just have to kind of know how to work with the product. But I don't think any product is off limits for anyone. I think anyone can use any product.
Yeah, so how do you guys feel about, like, when a product says on it, for all hair types? Do you guys buy that, or is it more just like expectation? Like, a product could be for all hair types, but it could look different on each hair type. Like, do you guys buy the whole this is for everybody kind of thing when products say that?
Yeah, 106 Andy said her go-to protein treatment is the Shea Moisture Manuka Honey Yogurt. Yeah, I love that one now. My go-to would one time be, say, the Afro-G. That's extreme, I think. What other, or then I was using the Palmer package, but I think that Manuka Honey and Yogurt one is fabulous. I love that one. The Repair Me one by Curl Junkie, I said, but yeah, nope, the Shea Moisture Manuka Honey, it does the job. It's really good. It's a halfway between a serious one and just kind of like a waste of your time one. It's a pretty good protein treatment.
We had a question about what we do with our hair to prep for lightening our hair. We don't do anything to prep for lightening. We do stuff after lightening our hair. We'll go in immediately with deep conditioners. Plenty of deep conditioning for like the following 2 weeks after lightening our hair.
And be prepared slightly to lose a little bit of your curl pattern because it is bleached and it does kind of pull your hair and elongate it because it just kind of messes with your curl pattern a little bit, but our curls do bounce back, but you have to get right on those deep treatments, those deep moisture treatments, and your hair will bounce back. It takes about a week or 2, definitely, I think, but as long as you stick with it. But you know, when your hair sheds, those will be the first pieces that shed. We notice that when our hair sheds, because your hair was just blonde, 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 and the parts that you lose in the shower or when you're brushing.
The blonde comes out
the
first.
parts that are in the brush, those are the parts that are there. Mark our words, they are the blonde pieces that come out
People are
first.
saying they don't go by the type, they go by porosity and density. We never went by that. We never went by type or porosity or density. I like what Vanessa Bristow just said. Where did she go? She said she buys everything and uses whatever works. She doesn't like hair typing. So that's definitely us. We buy whatever
Dana,
and see what works, what doesn't work.
Dana MN said, I bought the new Camille Rose protein treatment, but haven't used it yet. We have it here. We got it at New York Fashion Week.
How does yours smell?
And we haven't used it yet either.
The smell's a little odd to me.
It's very strong, and it is the protein one.
It's very strong and like, I don't know how to describe it. It's
Yeah.
not sweet.
A
It's
little-
not Camille Rose at all.
No, it's a little off-putting.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know how strong the protein is in it, and we don't really know how to demonstrate other than having done it and then report back how we like it, because we always say we don't do the shower scenes and all of that. So I don't know really how we would demonstrate that we've used it, but we do have the protein one. I was delighted to get that one because I love protein. But there's a protein one, there's a moisture one, and then there's a cholesterol one, and then the oils to match. But we haven't used it yet.
Do we plan on lightening again? Absolutely not.
I wanted to for a while, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Time
no.
will tell.
The last time I got my hair done was the most like extreme treatment I've done. You know, if you guys saw the vlog, you know, we were each supposed to get partials. I ended up getting a full, and that definitely took a toll on my hair. So I think I'm good.
I
I'm
found
good.
when I did it the last time, when I looked at pictures before I had it done, they seemed blonder. I think because she toned with something different, more of a caramel toning. So my hair always looked a little darker than it had originally looked. It originally looked more blonder and more highlighted. So I used to have like really, really, really noticeable highlights, and now it's just, you see I have highlights, but I've had more highlights at different times. You could see that they were more recognizable. So I don't know. I kind of like the colors winter.
Yeah, I know some people are going dark. I saw several people. I showed you one person today, but like 4 more popped up. Everyone that had light hair in the summertime, like blonde or like ombre, like our hair, is going jet black. I don't know if that's the motion, the move at the moment. Are you guys like, how y'all feel? Y'all going jet black? Anybody going jet black?
No, I'm definitely not going jet black.
People are dyeing their hair jet black. I saw like 4 people dye their hair jet black today. I'm like, okay, that's what we doing.
Those are hard to pull through. So the next summer when I want to go back to this again, I think it's going to be hard to pull through. It's like days and layers and a lot of processing, and I did that a few years ago. I went red. Within a few months, that red had turned to jet black, and I think I'm too old now to have that harsh of a color. I think it ages me. That harsh jet black hair, it does. It just pulls my face long.
I dyed my hair jet black, remember?
Well, you're young enough.
And it was
and,
horrible.
It's very.
I got
yeah,
no
very-
dimension.
very
It was just
Elvira.
matte black hair on my head for like 3 months, and then I was like, no.
Elvira, you look like, but it's too harsh.
TaylorAnne, would you ever do red? Yes, I used to be red. I was
Yeah.
red for like 4 years. I was like red, burgundy, purplish, and then it would like fade to orange. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would do it again because it was a very hard color to get out.
Yes.
And the way I got it out was by dyeing my hair jet black, and then I ran to my stylist, like, help, my hair was just looked crazy, and she's put bleach all over my hair and just lightened it from there. But that was the only way to get the red out, was dyeing it jet black, because other than that, I went to her and she was like, your highlights are gonna be strawberry. And I was like, okay, fine, I won't go blonde then, I'm gonna go black. And I dyed my hair jet black and I looked crazy. And then she was like, okay, well now you might be able to go light, because that black totally counteracted all that red. Red is very hard to maintain and very hard to get
is.
out.
If red would stay, like I even like kind of like coppery, reddish, but it like turns brassy really quick.
It does.
And it almost looks like you went to such an unprofessional person, because blonde seems to me always, if you don't get the right stylist and they don't tone it right with those cool tones, and you get my hair is warm by nature anyway, and so blonde can really quickly turn to copper, and that's not the look I'm going for, that coppery look. So
Copper?
but I would like I like red, but it's just too hard to maintain, and
You were a poppin' redhead.
I don't know about all that.
You
but
copied me.
I did not.
Totally did. You saw my red and you were like, you know what? I want red.
It didn't last though. Literally within months it was gone.
No, because you were doing the castor oil challenge at the
That's
time.
right, yes.
And she put all this castor oil in her
Every
hair,
single
and
night.
it stripped all that red right
Yes.
out of her head.
I did not know that. And when I went to my stylist, I said, does oil pull the color? And she said, absolutely. So here I am going off getting my hair.
And castor oil is like
$100
the
worth of
thickest
redness.
oil. Yeah.
And I didn't see it. It didn't come out of the shower. I never saw it on the ground. But I saw it in appearance. I look in the mirror and look a little closer. I'm like, where's the red? And there was no red. It was getting darker and darker. And then finally it was just black. And yeah, the castor oil definitely, whether it would have been castor oil or oil period, pulls that color out. So just beware of it. It grew my hair. The castor oil challenge definitely worked. 3 months, every single night. I was very consistent. So if anyone ever asks, does it work? Yeah, it does work. Now, does it work repeatedly? Like if you grew hair in 3 months, if you go back and do another 3 months, I don't know. I never had that same experience as I did the first time, and I don't know if I would, and I don't know if after that I wasn't as consistent, but it definitely worked to the point where one Sunday I was like, why is my hair so thick? You know, and then you're like, Mom, you've been doing that castor oil
Put all that
challenge.
castor oil in your hair.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know. I saw a question earlier and then I forgot and then I just remembered. Where'd it go? Britt Ferguson, are you still in the room?
What was the question?
Britt Ferguson said she was like 9 months in. She was transitioning. She's almost at 9 months. She said it's hard dealing with the two textures, but she wanted to cut her hair at the end of the 2-year mark. Did we transition? Any tips? Would we recommend a diva curl? So, oh, she's here. Cool. So, sorry. So, I transitioned completely. My first haircut was November, like last year. Like I don't know how that happened. Maybe I really transitioned with no haircut, and my hair was damaged. I had been dyeing it. It was relaxed. It was stringy. It had fallen out. It looked really crazy, and I transitioned that completely. No haircuts, no nothing. But if you wanted to get a haircut, people get diva cuts. You get a curly cut by Joe Ortiz. He's in New Jersey.
Angel Salon.
Yeah.
When I went natural 9 years ago, we went natural together. You never cut a strand. You just
because my strands fell out.
We just stopped doing what we were doing, which
Yeah.
was relaxing. I had turned 40, and hormonally, everything was all wacky in my body, and my hair was just falling out like crazy. So my salon, my stylist said, "Do not put relaxers in your hair anymore. Stop." I stopped on a dime, but I did cut my hair every 4 to 8 weeks or whatever, and transitioned that way. And didn't even know what transitioning was at the time. We weren't, of course, on MADCURLS. You were still in high school. I was 40, knew nothing about hair, just knew that my hair was coming out like crazy because of hormones, 40, whatever that was.
Yep.
And I just stopped on a dime.
My hair was coming out because
Yeah.
I box dyed it. I relaxed it. I was straightening it. I was doing everything to it, and then one day just like literally fell out. My hair was like all the way down here, very stringy. It had a relaxer in it, and it fell out to about here, completely gone. And after that, we just stopped dyeing. We stopped with the relaxers, and we just transitioned our hair. I definitely did have two textures on my hair. Though looking back at pictures, you can see the bunchiness in the roots and the strings coming down.
Yeah.
Looking back at pictures, I wash and goed my hair every day.
Yeah.
I did protective style. I didn't know what that was. I didn't know what twist outs were. I didn't know what braid outs were. I didn't know what any of that stuff was at the time.
And your hair changes, I think, over time. Anyway, I notice now my hair is thicker. The curls are different. I'll look at pictures. I saw a picture the other day, and the ringlets, they were blonde, and they were just like real, like little like Shirley Temple Cupid doll ringlets. And I'm like, those were like cute. And you're like, over time, like our curl patterns change. Let me see if I could pull up that picture, because I just thought like, wow, like my hair looked different, and I don't know if I'll ever get that again. So then after about 8 or 9 years, November of 2016, those that know us know the story. Those that are new to the channel, my hair again started falling out. It was severely damaged. It was a medication damage this time, and I couldn't take the stress, so I big chopped in November of 2016. So this is me coming back from the big chop 2 years ago. Literally in 2 months. That's how quick the 2 years goes. You just forget about it after a while. But I was like just obsessed watching, going to the mirror. Just, it was not my choice. I did not want to do it. I was stressed out, miserable, all of the above. Had a family meeting, had to call everybody and tell them whether they liked it or not, please support me, because I had no choice in the matter. My hair had to be cut, so I did, and so that was a big chop. And that's kind of like how MADCURLS came about. You kept encouraging me and showing people, look at my mommy's hair and all that, trying to make me feel good. But it was a process, it was emotional, and I did big chop, and you do live, you do come out on the other end.
Yeah.
Better for it.
So she's 9 months in. If you did, I don't know where you're from, but you know, people get diva cuts. There's regular curly cuts. There's rezo cut. Like, there's different types of cut. I think it's all about the stylist. So I would definitely look at like a stylist's work before you let them put scissors to your head.
Definitely.
Toronto. Oh, okay. We're not even in the United States.
That's
Okay.
your phone or my phone?
That's your phone.
Okay.
But I would definitely find a stylist then in Toronto that like cuts curly hair if you want to cut it. See their work.
I think knowing curly hairstylists now, and because it's like, say, what we do now for a living, I think it's important to me to maintain the signature LoriAnne look, and so I pay the extra for it. I think it is really outrageously priced, definitely that. And before I knew better, and before I was LoriAnne on MADCURLS, I always went to the person that put the highlights in my hair. Like, it's $150, I think, for like a curly cut, and $55, I think, or something, for a regular cut. But the difference was that I always had to straighten my hair and do like all this pre-preparation, because it was a white salon and they didn't know how to deal with my hair once it was wet and it would shrink up. So I had to almost like straighten it out so that they would see and not cut too much. And so the process of that, and then you don't really know what your hair is like until the next time you wet it and see if it's too short or not. So the extra that you pay for a curly cut, and since it's like the thing to do now, and there are experienced people that do it, it's worth it to us to kind of get our hair cut by Curly Salon.
Professionals, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just saw. Keep losing questions.
I know, me too. I know.
Do you ever blow out your hair for a length check? No. We don't do length checks. We've never done a length check ever in our whole natural walk. We don't
haven't.
drag our hair down and like keep track of it.
I think it becomes an obsession, and I think it drives you crazy. I told you it was really the worst time of my life, if I'm going to be that dramatic, in November of 2016. And you almost want to do a length check, but what's the point? You can kind of look in the mirror, you know your head, you know how short it is, and you know kind of what you lost. So for me to take this little curl right here and keep
Pulling it down.
it's like right here, you know, like, what's the point of that? I mean, some people might make them feel like it's progress, but I think the style, I think if you get away from the mindset of this length, because my hair grows in density and yours grows in length.
Yeah.
So my hair will get bigger before it'll get longer, and so you have to understand what it means to grow hair and know how your hair grows. So that time when I said my hair is so thick, and you're like, well, you've been doing the castor oil challenge. Yeah, it did grow in density. It did. I don't know if it necessarily grew in length, but it was a fullness, which was okay for me because, again, the 40-year-old, the hormones, all the thinning and all that. I appreciated the density and still do now that I'm older, and I have the tendency, as I said time and time again, to have what is hereditary in our family, this male pattern baldness, where we get very bald in the top here. So this is kind of another reason why I keep it natural and keep it big, because you can kind of like mask that a little bit. But if my hair grew down, it would only just keep dragging, and when it gets lengthy, it does drag it down, and then this part's here, and then you can see it's more prominent, that part. You always know when you're an older woman and your hair starts getting, you get older and your hair the parts get wider and wider, and that's when you know you're losing hair. And with me keeping it this way, it kind of helps mask that part of it.
I'm glad that I was able to do most of my natural hair journey before there really was a natural hair movement, or else I might have thought, like, knowing myself and being young, like, I might have been looking in the mirror, like, obsessing and thinking I look crazy. But looking back at pictures, like, I don't think I knew just kind of how crazy my hair looked. I was still in pictures like thinking I was cute, like not even really even thinking about my hair. Like looking back at pictures, like as the years go on from like 2011 to 12 to 13 to 14, I'm like, did I notice how different my hair looked throughout those years? And then like by 2015, my hair was that blonde, it was curly, and in like 2009, it started extremely short, extremely stringy, all different type of textures. You know, by 2013, like I was able to dye it, you know, red, and it was tight curls in the roots, but like still like little strings. And like, did I notice, you know, how like my hair was changing over time? Like I don't think I did. I don't think I paid attention.
Yeah.
I totally didn't notice.
See the difference? If you can kind of see, sort of, kind of, can you? You always.
That picture's already light to begin with.
It's already light, yeah. But see the like the different pattern of my hair, and it was blonde. It just looked more. The ringlets looked more defined there. Like see on that side, on the left hand side.
I think your hair is more defined now.
You do?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's thicker.
It's definitely more defined now than that. No, look at it. It's stringing here.
Yeah, okay, that's
and
like
just look at the string on your forehead.
You can see that's transitioning if you look at the picture. Yeah, those are transitioning parts that I didn't know what that was at the time. There simply, you know, wasn't enough knowledge, or we didn't have the knowledge to deal with the transitioning. Nope.
Didn't even know.
106, Andy said I'm her hair twin. Yeah, I know she's describing it. Her hair grows thicker, loves protein. Yep, hair twin. Yes, Shelly, hair health is the main thing. It really is, not the obsession about the length. But I do notice when we go out now, people are just obsessed with length. I would go out when I big chop and no one would pay me any mind, and they would always say, oh my God, we love your hair, You would always get all the compliments about the hair. I notice now when we go out, it's like, oh my God, we love your hair. Like, because like both of us, like we have, like I have some substance on my head now, and so now people like take a second look, and it just goes to show the obsession with
or they'll see me and then you'll come along, they'll say, okay, this is where you get it from. Or like they'll see you and I'll come along, okay, like you passed it on, like okay, like this is where all the hair is coming from. And
I'm more defined now. Bridget, you think so? Okay.
Nikki B, I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that directly, but I've heard it through like the grapevines. People have been saying that naturals are going back to relaxers.
Who said that?
Which is interesting. I don't know, I've been hearing it kind of like floating around.
Really?
That people are relaxing their hair again, which personally I would never do. I just don't see the point of relaxing my hair again. Like my hair, looking back at pictures, wasn't cute with the relaxer in it, and I thought I was cute, and it really wasn't cute at all.
Everybody has dyed and fried and colored. I think there's just like nothing left to do probably with their natural hair, but I hate to use the definitive words like never or always. I personally wouldn't, because I just told you guys why. Because I'm older now, and this masks the hair loss at the top of my head. I wouldn't go back. My hair would be flat, and it would really define. It would highlight that big old part. I couldn't go back to that now. Yep, dyed and fried, TaylorAnne. There's nothing left to do. People get bored, so
yeah, they're either perming their hair or they are chopping it off.
We were so bored one night, and we were watching people go from natural to relax. And this was probably about last year sometime, and we were like why? So now it's actually a thing. People are actually.
But a lot of the people that were doing it were type 4, and they were saying that their hair is just too much for them to do. Like they can't maintain it. It's just they didn't, like it was too much work. It was too hard. They didn't want to do it. So they said, you know, it's just easier to put a relaxer in their hair. Which when it showed, like some of the videos we watched showed them when they were natural, and then it showed them like getting the relaxed hair, and their natural hair was beautiful, like just the way it was. I'm like, you know, what do you want to do? Like it was beautiful, and nope, they wanted to put relaxers in it.
What's Pentura highlights? Keisha Slade said, did we get Pentura? I've heard
Pentura
that.
highlights are when they go curl by curl and highlight, I believe. And I think our stylist does strip highlights, where she just kind of takes like, she'll like section it and then take like a section and like highlight it like that. She doesn't do.
With Pentura, you almost have to go with your hair like this, like in the style that you would wear it.
Yeah.
So they would know where to highlight. Curl by curl. Okay. Yeah, Christy Payne said that hurts my heart, but it's their choice.
Or naturals perming their edges. That's crazy. I haven't heard that. People just perming their edges?
Really? I got, tonight I got me some, edge control, that's my permanent of my edges, because sometimes you do want smooth edges. I can relate to that, but not so far as to perm them.
Yeah.
But I definitely take edge control for whatever reason. My hair is just big and curly, but for some reason I definitely go through my edges and smooth them out with my little toothbrush.
We need answers, Sarah. Was it Elias? She said, why would the African American community have been trying so hard to go all natural and then start up again using chemicals in their hair? You guys are more, you see, introduced to harmful products in your hair. But like the overall message of what you just said, like, yeah, we were like all gung-ho for it, and like now we're going back this way. Absolutely not.
Yeah, because it was a process. No matter which way you take it, it's a few years at least. If you transition, it's a few years. If you big chop, it's a few years growing back. So bottom line, it's a couple of years to get your hair where you want it.
And anybody you see whose hair you're like, oh my gosh, I love so much this and that, like they had some type of big chop transition, something. They didn't, I think for the most part, I mean, maybe some people have never done anything to their hair and they've always rocked their natural hair, but I don't think that's that's the general population's overall stories. Everybody has kind of gone through some type of something to get their hair to look, you know, the way it is. And
hair grows. I remember looking at people that had big chopped their hair at the time on Instagram, just different channels, and now when I look at those same channels, their hair has grown. I'm like, wow, like we're all about the same way. I've cut my hair at least 3 times since I big chopped in 2016, and hair grows back, and so you know, you really do get through it. I was probably extra dramatic at the time because it was not something that I wanted to do, but you do get through it. You take your mind off of it, especially if you're not doing those length checks. You just kind of like live life. You get used to it, and life goes on.
What else? Andy said like people are doing it because of like lifestyle.
Relaxing?
Yeah. Which, I mean, with relaxing, don't you have to straighten it? You know, did you guys see Napoli ever after she was ducking and dodging in the rain and like all that kind of stuff? Like, so
I know.
I feel like both ways it's a process. It's a process.
I was the main one having the Napoli Ever After party. I'm like, everybody watch it. We're going to discuss it next week. And you watched it.
It was good.
I didn't watch it yet.
It was good. You were sitting right there on the bed, but your head was in your phone the whole time. You did not watch it with me.
I probably was answering questions, girl.
Y'all, did you guys see it? Did you guys see it? One part of the movie that I like literally like fell out of the bed, it like took my whole soul, was when the guy, when she was like gonna marry him or whatever, and he was like, I need everything to be perfect tonight. Can you do something with your hair? And she was like what? And he was like straighten it.
Wow.
It's like no way. He did not, like, no. No way.
So Nikki, is it Nikki B 1002? I never had a perm, but I would get my hair pressed every 2 to 3 weeks faithfully. I'm glad I stopped. I like my hair natural. It's easier to maintain, especially by me working out. Yeah, and you know, rain, humidity all summer. You know, you could tell it was humid out. Your hair was a little maybe curlier, thicker, frizzier, but it just went with the look, so it didn't matter. Whereas when my hair was relaxed, oh my gosh, I literally would tie it with a head rag, put a plastic bag over it, well, you guys, we put the video out already, right, with me with that plastic bag.
Yeah.
That was that on top of a scarf, or underneath the scarf. I mean, what I went through just to take all that mechanism off, just for it to start creeping up and curling and the edges and the roots, and so to me it's so much easier. And like Shelly said, where was it? She said, since I found out 6 years ago that I had an option other than a relaxer, I'm not turning back. Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, we have options now.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad because I saw so many of my older relatives with the male pattern involvements, and as I got older, in the 40s, 50s, now I'm in my 50s, I definitely would be showing it now. No doubt about it. It would just be like this defined part right there, and now I can mask it, so.
Drea Richards, I don't know. I mean, what's done would be done, but I would cry. But I mean, I guess I can't cry forever because what's done is done, but I would be highly upset. Like, wow. Because in the movie, someone accidentally permed her hair, like, they're like, oh,
yeah,
like, I thought it was conditioner. No, it was perm. Like,
when she jumped in the pool, that was everything.
I don't know what I would do.
When you're relaxed, you're afraid of water. Yeah, that's why, you know, a lot of black kids don't know how to swim sometimes because they can't get their hair wet. That was, like, I remember my mother hard down straightening my hair before I went to boarding camp years ago, and putting ribbons on and the 2 little braids and everything that she did. She spent all morning doing my hair just to go to the camp, just literally drop your little foot lockers in your cabin and go on down to the lake. They want to know what level you were with swimming. Down in the water you went, and all that straightening that morning went to pot. And I think I was like 10 or 11 at the time. I didn't know how to do my own hair at that point. So now my mother's waving goodbye from the car, pulling off for her summer vacation. So glad she was a single mother. She couldn't wait to get rid of me and my sister. And there we were for 2 weeks, not knowing what in the world we were going to do with our hair.
Yeah, I don't particularly get in pools. I haven't been in a pool in a very long time, just because I don't like chlorine in my hair because it's blonde, and like I don't know if it's gonna turn green, so I don't take any chances. But like when I do, the moments I've like floated in a pool, I'll tie it up like way up here. Like when we went to Georgia, I went into the pool and like I was not going underwater like a mermaid or anything. Like I was just kind of treading water.
Because you're afraid your hair's gonna turn green.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna turn green with chlorine. So
So Iris Flowers, you said you can't swim. Is it because you never went near water when your hair was relaxed, or you just never took swimming lessons, or does it have anything to do with your hair that you can't swim? I can't swim and wouldn't work out due to my relaxer. So is Britt Ferguson, are you natural now, or you still have a relaxer in your hair?
growing out her relaxer.
Okay.
She's 9 months in, which is cool.
Okay.
Like,
oh, so you were talking. I didn't
yeah.
see that. Okay.
I mean, like,
That's
you're a substantial amount of time in. Like, it's all about like getting started. Getting started is the hardest part. Like, just
9 months
stopping
is a
what you're
long
doing.
time. Keep
Yeah.
going, don't give up, because you're really there.
Yeah, you're getting
you know?
there.
Yeah. That's
9
a
months
long
in is
time.
good.
I
Yeah.
think when I transitioned, it took about 8 months with me cutting every 4 to 6 weeks before my hair was basically one texture. Now there were a few little stragglers, whereas now my bangs, they're all pretty much curled. At the time when I was transitioning, you could always see strings hanging here, a few little strings caught here, but I didn't understand at the time. But 8 months, and I was pretty much done transitioning.
Ashley Harris, can you elaborate? She said she transitioned by accident, praise the Lord. That was me. I transitioned by accident. I dyed my hair, it fell out, and I had to stop everything I was doing. I didn't know I was going natural. I just knew I couldn't dye my hair. I couldn't put no relaxers in it. And that was that. That's all I knew.
Ashley Harris said this humidity has been killing my hair. I've been looking like someone electrocuted cotton ball for the past week.
No, this humidity this summer was just a hot mess. I was talking to someone about that the other day. Like, she was saying she doesn't know what happened to her curls this summer. I'm like, you know, girl, I don't even know. Like, the humidity was real all over the United States. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it really was. We thought it was just us, and no, it was everywhere. What was that about? 106 Andy big chop by accident. Everybody big chop. I think it was better to big chop and
How do you big chop by accident?
and not know really all the lingo that we all know now, because we didn't become obsessed. It was just something that we did. I never was afraid to cut my hair all throughout my life. From starting from 15 years old, I always cut my hair, so it was just another process for me. I didn't know.
And they're saying the relaxed ends are getting harder as time goes on. Yeah, because the hair that's growing out of your head is your natural hair. It's obviously going to be curlier. It's going to be tighter.
Yeah.
And then the relaxed ends just kind of hang there. And yeah, I remember them days. My roots would be tight. Someone mentioned a Denman brush. I used a Denman brush.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my bangs and stuff on my hair were like super tight. My hair around my head was super tight. The Denman brush does you know, kind of get everything to be uniform to an extent.
Yeah. Actually, this is part Denman brush. I think I was using it to detangle the other day, and I noticed. I was like, oh, okay, this is the benefit.
Is that why your bangs are so short these days? Your bangs are shorter, but like they're falling perfectly on your head.
Perhaps.
Denman brush
like, I don't do like the front with the Denman brush, but it's just part of the whole detangling.
Okay.
And then when I get to this part, the parts in the top are shorter, so when I get to this part, they have been Denman brushed, but not like intentionally using the Denman brush because of what it can do, just grabbing what's in the bathroom and trying to detangle. And it's a great detangler because it depends on how the teeth are separated. Some are really close together There's like 6-inch ones and then 9-inch ones, and then there's the paddle brush. But I have the ones that are a little bit wider, and it's definitely a good detangler. So
Wait, so Ashley Harris, oh wait, and Asia Rose, both you guys went natural because you went to college and your moms couldn't do your hair anymore? Because Asia Rose said I was going away to college. My mom said I would have to start paying to do my hair myself, and I was like, oh no, LOL. So I stopped getting relaxers. Okay. And Ashley Harris said my mom always did my hair. Then I moved to college and I kept it up for a while. Then I got busy and didn't go home. And then I started trimming and got bored one day and the last inch got cut off. Okay.
hey Gail, drive carefully. The old friend is listening while she drives home. So Iris Flower said, I only have heat damage, so I'm thankful for that. I wear it loud and proud. It's so big. I'm hoping to get an Olaplex treatment. I was hoping to get that too. And I'm not afraid of it. Whoa. Here we go.
And the fun begins. Hold on. Sorry, guys.
We were in Best Buy the other day. We saw some tripods.
Yeah, we
So
gotta
we can upgrade.
figure something out. I don't know. I tried to keep the case on my phone because I thought it wouldn't make it as hot tonight, but see how it dents it in? I hope I didn't just ruin it.
Dent the case?
No, like see how it dents this little black part right here? Like it's dented.
Oh, okay. We'll see if it
And so
pops
see,
off again.
there it goes. The phone's sliding again. It's sliding into the dented part. Hold on, guys. Hold on. You know how we do. Technical difficulties always. Hold on. Sorry,
It
guys.
says-
Okay. Sorry. All right. Yeah, I hope so too. Because my case is off now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You don't want to go crashing down.
Let's hope for the best,
Let's hope.
but expect the worst.
Okay. Right. That didn't work well with my camera.
With her drink, camera, please stay still. Someone's drinking and YouTube living. Sorry for all the motion.
Okay, Olaplex is a treatment that reads the, I don't know, bonds in your hair. It can help if you have heat damage or color damage, but doesn't work on relaxers. Okay. So, but if you don't have any damage, it's just really kind of like pointless. It's just putting, what, is it protein? Olaplex?
There's some type of protein in it, I think.
Okay. Well, people are advising not to dye it that light. How blonde, 106 in do you want to go? Like you're experimenting. I saw your hair straight the other day.
Are you hot?
No. Are you?
I got that fan on. It's making my feet cold.
Oh, you want to turn the fan off?
Cold.
You can turn it off.
I can turn it off?
I've been cold lately.
I have been.
I know.
I'm always cold now. In one of our videos, what we just filmed, it was so like deadly, like silent, and I'm like, what's different about this
know.
video? I'm like, oh, we don't have any fans
It's
on.
quiet now. I know. Okay, I can't do quiet.
Okay, I'm sorry. I can't do that fan though. It's blowing like directly on us.
So maybe you could like I just background noise.
Girl,
Like
really?
white noise, like. Then we'll be hearing your father all night talking.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I put it on low.
Bridget Thomas said, "What is Olaplex?" Somebody said it's something with the bonds.
I have sour Skittles too.
Came prepared. OGX does their own version. So silent now, right? Jesse 972. I can't take the silence. I always need white noise to go to sleep at night. I put on a fan.
Me too.
And I put a towel over the fan just for the noise, but I don't want the air.
Thank you, Ashley Harris. She said turn the fan off
She'll
before I
be
end up
fine.
Ooh, there's shower.
I haven't straightened my hair since June 1st. Wonder if my hairstylist wonders where I am.
No, that's my dad. That's not Wi-Fi Adam.
Snack time. No, yeah, that's. Okay. Hi. Curls in the making.
Wow.
Okay.
Wasn't there a question you wanted to ask the masses?
Oh yeah, we were thinking tonight. We were asking what we wanted to know, even though we come every week and we kind of sort of know. There's new people all the time. We wanted to know who's newly natural, who's been on the journey for a while. We've kind of been sorting this out tonight a little bit, but we noticed in our questions and in our comments that people are new to the whole game of being natural. Who's new in the room? Hands up.
Adam's called Wi-Fi Adam because in our earlier live streams, this is like what, like our 30th live stream, 30th week going live. Whenever the Wi-Fi would mess up, he was always playing video games, so he got the name Wi-Fi Adam because we were always yelling at him to turn off his video games because he was messing up the Wi-Fi. So
Hold on, you're probably, I can't
his name is Wi-Fi Adam. Yeah. Okay, so we have Sharon Francis, who's a newbie. Bridget Thomas, she's newly natural, embracing her hair. Okay, let me turn the fan back up. Maybe bad idea. I'll just have to be cold, I guess.
Okay. Okay. Here are the mess, straight pieces.
Been transitioning since March this year, Jasmine 91.
Okay.
How long have we been natural?
Oh my goodness.
9 years?
About 9 years.
9 years?
Yeah. 9 years.
And there have been dye jobs, there have been hair falling out, big chops in between.
Yeah. Natural.
There's been a lot in our journey.
Kind of like this is like my second natural journey. This time it was big chop. The first time it was transitioned. 9 years ago when we started, mine was transitioned. This time, 2 years ago, it was big chopped.
Okay.
So I've done it both ways. And I think being older, more mature, just, you know, not bothered as I always like to say, I probably would just, if I had to do it again, big chop. The whole transitioning thing is just a process.
I don't know if I could pull off a short do. Like, I don't know. If I had to, I don't know if I could pull off a haircut. I don't know. I guess I'd have to, but I feel like I'd look like my brother.
I think I know I survived the big chop, so I think just to get it over with, why prolong, like kind of like the inevitable, because you're cutting away the damaged hair for a reason. So my motto now is just cut it and get it over with, as opposed to little by little. It's just prolonging it. I guess you're looking in your mind better prolonging it, but ultimately it's almost the same. Either you chop it all off and it takes about 2 years to grow back, or you transition and it takes about just as long to look somewhat decent.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on the look you're going for. If you think you can rock that micro short haircut, you do that. If not,
Misty Payne is
grow it
11
out.
years. There's Xavier's arrived in the room. Alexis Johnson's late to the party. Okay. My last perm was January 2006. When was my last perm? Oh wow. Definitely like 9 years ago, right?
Mine was definitely in 2009 at some point. I feel like it was like December 2009 because I know I dyed my hair in January 2010, and like January 2010 is when my hair fell out. So it was definitely like December 2009. I got my last relaxer.
FH Nurse Mom said, I'm a newbie to the channel. My daughter is Jamaican, Grenadian, and Italian. I follow for her. I've kept her all natural since birth, but the growth she has now, man, there's always so much I can learn. Thank you.
Britt Ferguson says, quick, top 5 natural hair brands.
Goodness. Camille Rose Natural, of course. Main choice is because it's in my hair now. Probably. Definitely WeDad.
CURLMIX.
CURLMIX. And I have to throw in was the Cantu one that I love
Did you say
now?
Cantu?
I didn't say Cantu yet.
No.
Cantu, probably Cantu. Shame. Oh my gosh, not 5.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait. Okay, wait.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Shea Moisture.
Okay. Not in any particular order,
not in
right?
any particular order.
Okay.
That's too much. I can't. Okay. So Shea Moisture.
That has something for everyone, I think.
Camille Rose.
Definitely Camille Rose.
Well, maybe our lists are gonna be different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we're already, like, this is reminiscent of our 2018 top 10, top 5. I've been saying it throughout the year that Cream of Nature was going to be #1 on my list because of my wash and go results back in January of this year. I think it was.
Wait, Asia, let's get our thoughts. I'm trying to get our thoughts together. Wait. Okay.
It was a time where I had big chop and wasn't used to my hair, and then when we did that Cream of Nature honey, was it the honey line? What was that line that I just fell in love with Cream of Nature? And
The coconut milk line.
The coconut milk. Okay, so that was going to be #1 for the year of 2018, and then
which I think is a reach because you picked that out January 2018.
I did.
Like, you didn't even like. Wait
I'm
for
a
the whole year.
loyalist, and all year I've been saying it. But I said last week with that Cantu, that rivaled Cream of Nature, and I said, unless something knocks Cantu off, Cantu and Cream of Nature, I think I'm going to have to redo. You guys are going to have to probably live through another Cream of Nature leave-in and a styler video just to test this again.
So, just like, are we talking brands? Did she say brands? Top 5 brands? Jane Carter fell off this year for us. We loved it in 2017. We were just saying that the other day, we're like, we don't know if anything Jane Carter is going to be in our 2018, even though last year I think was our #1. This year, 2018, what did she do?
I don't know, but what
anything?
I found the other day on the floor in my room was the refresher spray, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I never paid attention to it because I didn't know how to refresh, so that was just part of the Curls to Go collection. But when I saw it the other day, and it's kind of like that watery consistently, like Sotanicals, which is my favorite refresher, I'm like, I have to give this a try.
By Bridget Thomas, We Dad. We Dad would be in my top 5.
Yep, I said We Dad.
We Dad. The Main Choice. I'm trying to think of my curly hair shelf right now.
These are just brands, not
These are just brands. Yeah,
lines.
We Dad, The Main Choice.
Okay. So I said
Uncle Funky's? Cream of Nature Cantu. Cantu, Cream of Nature, Uncle Funky's, We Dad. Main Choice?
You said, yeah.
Yeah. But then, like, I've discovered the Shea Moisture Manuka Honey Mask, which I absolutely love. I love that mask.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, Sotanicals. Someone say, but you love the Sotanicals conditioners.
Conditioners.
But will
They
that
have
make
to
the
be-
top 5 when it's just like one product?
No, it's not one. It's all their conditioners. It's they will be known for 2018 of me just loving their conditioners. And now I wish they put the shingle back
Asia
up.
said we talking brands. So would you say you can't say Sotanicals as a whole.
I'd have to just throw it because I want the conditioners, and I wish they put the shingle back up and open up the store again because I keep seeing these advertisements in the promotions for that bundle that they have
What
that
about
I
Curls Blueberry
kept
Bliss?
No.
Love them some
No,
Mitch,
no.
but no.
Not at all. That I kept talking about that pumpkin something. I think it was a detox. I thought it was a conditioner, but I want to get. I don't want to pay $49.99 for that bundle because to me, Sotanical sometimes there's a lot of extra excess. I saw oils. I saw next day refresher cream. So I just want that.
Faith
pumpkin
Hodge, we
thing.
love Jane Carter Curls to Go line. Fabulous line. But we're talking 2018. What did she do this year?
Yeah.
2018. 2017, if you watch our 2017 favorites, Curls to Go was our #1. I think we actually did 2 Jane Carter Curls to Go videos. It made our #1 of 2017. We absolutely loved it. But if we're talking this year,
we did.
She didn't do anything this year.
#1, I think it was the first video when I came on the channel. And I liked the philosophy. I appreciate the fact that she embraced MADCURLS because a lot of natural people just simply don't. Brands just don't. They don't understand the age thing. They don't see the vision. They don't see that older women are rocking their hair and loving their hair. They want youth, youth, youth. So the fact that I'm 51, you're 25, they would take you in a heartbeat, and they do. But this whole mother thing, they're not getting it. They're missing the ship on it. And so with that said, Jane Carter did immediately embrace us, gave us a campaign right away, and even when we went to New York to Ricky's store, our video was playing the whole night in the store, and so that was like our first video, and then we fast forwarded maybe about another 8-9 months, and we redid it again with the knowledge that we had at that point.
yeah,
So-
which people still love the first video that we did.
Yeah.
The first video was very MADCURLS-ish, the way we are now. The very first video we did, and then we tried to redo it a different way, and you guys were like, no, we like the old video where you talked about all the products and all that kind of stuff. So yeah.
Thank you, Prissy Curls. I thought I'd look pretty good. I thought I could hang in the community.
Mom, you look better than some younger females.
But I don't think the natural world is ready for me, y'all. Can't help that.
No, the natural world, like there's certain things. It's definitely youth. It's definitely women. There's like certain things that's like, you know, other things they steer away from. But
okay, so what's
your top brands?
Top brands. Definitely Camille Rose.
Okay.
Would it be number one?
Not in order. You have to think about it like that.
Okay, all right.
Not
so
in order.
Camille Rose. Yes, I just saw a reminder. Curl Junkie has to be on my list. Curl Junkie.
Design Essentials. Do you like Design Essentials?
Oh my gosh, Design Essentials. Oh my gosh, like no, we need top 10, right?
We need more.
This is gonna be hard.
Can we get some
this
more?
year, the 2018 top, because I forgot I discovered the Design Essentials. I love that.
Okay, but what like really, like someone said LUS, we love that
Yeah,
wash and
but
go, but would it be
make-
top 5?
And Cream of Nature, I think I played so hardball because I felt like they came from my relaxer days.
Top 8 MySpace numbers. You always want to be in people's top 8. We can do top 8.
Right. I was like the one that was, I used to grab Cream of Nature perms, relaxers, whatever. And so then when they try to cross over, I'm just like, here's another brand trying to cross over, getting in on the action. Like, to me, Apogee, they were good for the protein treatment. And all of a sudden they had Curlific and all. I'm like, come on. Like,
Millie, people aren't woke. We thought it was innovative too. They're sleep. They might wake up one of these years though. She said she finds the difference mother-daughter team is what makes her watch every single time. It's so innovative. And especially since it's older women buying products too. They're buying just as many products as younger
a
folks.
poll one Friday night, people's ages.
Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Write your ages. Go.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
25.
yeah, if you're not afraid to write your age,
What are
right?
you, Mom?
51. And so I said, and so the difference of ages and the dichotomy of older women and then like younger, like kids in high school, but there is a substantial amount of older women, 65,
36,
49,
65, 53,
yeah.
49, 38,
The natural world
48.
is just
23.
They don't get it.
33, 44, 26, 20. Ooh, we got a
Yeah.
birthday coming up, hey.
it's just, I said there's an
at all the
audience
different ages.
for older women, and I said that I felt
13.
like I brought that to the channel because you always see youth, and just the two of us being on the channel, me representing, I said not my baby hairs, but my gray hairs, you know, I said I lay my gray hairs, not my baby hairs.
Not my baby hairs, my
I
gray
talk
hairs.
about, you know, the male pattern baldness. I talk about issues of women of, I would say, of a certain age, because we're still rocking it. And I think that people are just missing the boat on that one, that they're not understanding, they're not embracing the age
Alma
thing.
Rosario's 101. Okay, girl.
I'm missing it.
But like, look at all the different ages.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, like we said a few weeks ago, they're not doing focus groups. They're just putting out products. Sometimes they're missing things in products. We're not talking about sending them to influencers. They're getting paid or getting free product and liking things because of what they're getting. We're talking about companies sending products without packaging or anything, testing the product. They need to do focus groups about what people are looking for. And so they're missing the whole age thing, I think, that women, older women, and we have the money to do it. We're not in college, we're not in high school, we're not at anybody's beck and call. We have our own money. We can go out and we shop just as much, if not more. We've raised kids, we've done it all. Now we have nothing but money to waste, so to speak. And we're the ones that are buying it. We're buying them for our kids. We're buying them definitely for ourselves. We still want to look good. And I don't know why they're not getting it. But you heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
Heard it here first.
Brett Ferguson, any brands you don't like, spill the tea.
Yeah, see, Asia Rose said when she went to the show in Atlanta, there was a lot of older women. She's talking 45 plus. Seriously, we're not like talking 29, 30. I'm talking about substantial in age. Like, we're living our best lives now. Anywhere from, like she said, 45 on up. I say 50 on up. Definitely are taking our hair serious or enjoying our hair one way or another. Came from a whole different generation where we relaxed, always had to dye and fry our hair, and now we're just like loving our hair and buying products because of it, and they are missing it.
They're missing it.
Ageism, yep. Jen loves nail polish. I think Diva Curl is overrated. How about you ladies? from just Ashley. I think there's an audience. I think whenever we do a Diva Curl video, we say come with expectations of spending money. In the comments, like kind of like everybody. If somebody got mad one time, like let people say what they want to say, and we do. You can. But I just said to come and like put a comment down there like it's too expensive. Well, when you click on Diva, you know it's expensive. When you click on WeDad, you know it's expensive. So like offer something else to the conversation, because right from the start, those two brands you know are expensive. Are they overrated? There's probably an audience for them. It kind of like helped me in the journey initially. Everything's kind of packaged. You know what to look for. Do I think it's like my favorite wash and go now? Do I reach for it? Do I want to spend the money on it anymore?
I know, like I have a Diva Curl wash and go that I love, like wash and go that I love to do. So if I'm reaching for Diva Curl, like this Diva Curl wash and go that I do that I know works every time. So Diva Curl works. It definitely works. It's just if you want to spend the money on it, it definitely works. Like I wouldn't say that they're overrated. Like it's definitely a line that works, and we used it early in our journey.
Jackie Johnson said you have to know how to use it. You do. And you have to know when to hold and when to fold, like Kenny Rogers said, because they will have you tacking on a layering, all these different things. Like at one point I was doing the no poo, low poo. Then you did the one condition. Then I did the be leave-in. Then I did the heaven. You know, I mean, there's just all these different layers, and you really probably don't need all of that, but they definitely know how to market, and they definitely know how to get you many.
Yeah, so Ebony says Diva and Miss Jessie's are too expensive for no reason, and the bottles are too small. No, ma'am. So Diva I'll spend like the money on, but Miss Jessie's, even though they have good products, like when I do see like the multicultural curls up there, which I love by Miss Jessie's, and I see that $24 price, like I can't do it. I won't do it anymore. Like I don't know what that's about.
That honey one. I think Xavier talked about that months ago. Still haven't gotten it, Xavier.
What's your? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But definitely want to try Miss Jessie's. But the shipping, I would even buy the product because it is a little pricey. But the shipping is more than the product. I'm not going to pay $12 for one little bottle of that honey, whatever the new styler is. It's ridiculous. I could walk to New York and get it back here quicker. So I just can't, and I haven't yet.
So what's our #1 favorite Diva product that you choose over any of their other products? I don't know if I can just do one, because I don't do one and dones with Diva products, except the curl stretch that we just did. Their curl stretch cream was great. It was a great product. That's a one and done, $30. But when I do my Diva wash and go, I do the original one conditioner and the light defining gel, or sometimes I'll throw the styling cream in there, which is 3 products. They're each like what, like 20. It's an expensive wash and go, but it's either 3 products or 2 products. I never really do one product.
My favorite Diva line is the Decadence. I love that, and that used to be Diva Care because it was more moisturizing. Now it's called Decadence. So I've been with Diva back when they were Diva Care, way back when they first put their shingle up. So I am well aware of Diva, and their prices keep on rising. Now, Beagle Lady said, I think I found a dupe for the Diva Curl Stretch Cream. When I got my hair cut, I think they put that in my hair, every little strand very carefully. And again,
they put the super cream in your hair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they put the super cream, curl by curl by curl.
Curl by curl. But a Cream of Nature's coconut milk hydrating curl cream. Minus the leave-in, like that didn't work for us when we did that video.
It's so funny how people are saying, like, you know, Miss Jessie's is $16 and like they'll pay $16 for something else. It's really true, because some things I'll look at and I'll say, you know, okay, I'll spend $20 for this, but then I'll look at this and I'm like, I'm not spending $20 for that.
Yeah.
And Xavier jogged our memory the other day about the Made Choice, how the very first Made Choice video we did, we were like, these are like $16.99. We were like talking about the price, like, no ma'am. And now, like, we will go out and buy the Made Choice for that price. You know, certain brands will pay the money for. Other brands, we're looking at them like, you know, who do they think they are with that price? Like,
yeah.
we won't do it.
All set today. We just never passed the Sally's, but I definitely want to get that spray, that glossy, whatever that is, to go with my Made Choice Fruticulture wash and go tonight. I want it for tonight, but we just never passed the Sally's.
No. Are you guys? Asia Rose says she feels like she's not seeing Miss Jessie's anywhere. Are they even selling?
Yeah.
Like selling me, you know what we are not really seeing? Do you guys check for Madam C.J. Walker?
Right.
Like, do you guys check for Madam C.J. Walker? No, let's talk about
bought
Madam C.J. Walker.
every single thing at one point for Madam C.J. Walker from Sephora with prices to
Jen
match.
loves nail polish. No.
And I still saw them at Sephora in White Plains in that mall when that man tried to sell me that eye cream. That day, I went into Sephora and there was Miss Jessie's, I call it the yellow line, and then they had like the blue, which was the coconut, yellow was something else. I think purple might be for relaxed hair or something. I don't know, but all the lines were there.
Kid sister, me too. You made me a Madam C.J. Walker doll. Remember you stuffed her and
did.
everything? Yeah,
Yeah,
she
yeah,
did a
the school
paper on her in
project.
3rd grade. Me too.
Mhm.
Yep, Madam C.J. Walker.
But yeah, have we looked for videos on YouTube? I don't know.
No.
Is anybody doing
That's
Madam C.J.
a
Walker?
brand people really aren't checking for, like really on a real level. Madam
People
C.J.
weren't
Walker.
checking for Sotanicals either, and we bought them. I say, I'll take full credit for it. We bought them, I thought, back into the forefront.
Did we?
Yes, I do. I say that.
You said what you said.
I said what I said. I do think, because when we were getting ready to do it, I checked for them on YouTube, and I didn't see anybody on there doing Sotanicals. So, but yeah, Madam C.J. Walker is not on there, and I don't think we're gonna be the ones who bring it back. It's too expensive.
Karen Brooks, Briaggio, I'm not spending the coin. I'll do it for Wee Dad, I'll do it for Diva, I'm not doing it for Briaggio.
Even though you guys rave about the mask.
Unless we have to do a thank you, Briaggio. That's probably the only way you'll see Briaggio up here is if they come looking for us.
They did come looking for us, and we didn't say thank you, Briaggio, because I'm like, I wasn't interested, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah, I wasn't interested.
No, yeah.
'cause that was during the time when we were just like having problems with the hair and the hair loss, like a couple of months ago.
Yeah,
It was
we were just sick of testing
I
this
was just
stuff.
stopped.
Yeah.
I learned how to be fresh, and I was revolting. I was just not doing that anymore. I was tired of product testing.
Maureen Wilson, because Briaggio's just not wowing me. Like, I don't know. It's in Sephora. It's just in Sephora, right?
Nothing's wrong with Briaggio. Whoever
Yeah.
uses it, it's one of those brands that probably are an excellent brand.
We don't know anything about Briaggio.
No.
Just the fact that, like, it's expensive, and I don't.
It's what I call when I get pinch penny for no reason. There's no reason or rhyme for
Yeah.
why I get this way, because we were by IGK. Why I keep passing over Briaggio, I don't know. Maybe one day it'll click and I'll be like, oh, Briaggio. A couple of weeks ago I saw it on the shelf in Sephora and I'm like, oh, Briaggio. But I still did not reach to pay for it for whatever reason. I paid much more for things. Moroccan oil, an example, when we did our product stash video, I had every single thing, anything ranging from $45 on up. Tons of shampoos.
Yeah, we're not saying whether they're amazing or whether they're not amazing. We have no idea.
We don't know.
Yeah.
We just never got it. And we don't know why.
Yeah.
You guys have certainly said to do it. You guys rave about the mask. I don't know why. To me, it reminds me just the packaging. I was confusing them for a long time with, was it Bioterra or there was another Briaggio and
There was one. Was it Bioterra?
I don't know. It looked very similar. I kept getting the two mixed up, and maybe that's what kind of threw me off initially.
What's
I
your
didn't know it was a
favorite
high-end brand.
Black-owned hair brand. CURLMIX.
And
I love Kim. I love the owner of CURLMIX.
Yeah, and Camille Rose. Somebody said one time to us, we wish you would do more black-owned brands. We're like, we do. Like, it's what we do.
Yeah.
Is Jane Carter not black-owned? Is Camille Rose not black-owned? Is CURLMIX not black-owned?
Cream of Nature not black-owned?
Is Cream of Nature? I mean, how much more black do they want them to be?
Yeah.
So, Main Choice is black-owned. So you should do it because your audience requested. They do have travel size. Or more when you can send it all this away.
Right.
Come to the DMs. We'll be happy to give you our address.
Right. Cash App in description box.
Right. It gets to a point where you have to kind of like weigh it out, what's worth it. Most of the time things are worth it, but then again there comes a time when you get pinch penny, and because we do share a lot of our lives, there's been at times financial difficulties, my husband's illness, all of that. So it's what we like, it's what we enjoy doing, but everything can't be bought, which is obvious, because everything is not bought, but it's costly. You guys know that. All of us on here, we buy these products. They are expensive. So do what's right for your pockets. Thank you, DS.
Yeah, we try to do as much as we can. Like, with the Main Choice, we couldn't like afford to buy all the products, so we bought the stylers. Like, we did what we could do.
Kid sister, you don't like your curl mix? Or which one do you have? Wash day. Eden Body Works is slept on. We've got a few Eden Body Works.
Eden Body
videos.
Works is slept on, but they're good.
Yeah,
they
I
are
put
good.
on that vitamin spray. I love that.
Yeah, I
my
think
hair
that's
tonight.
kind of the only thing we like in that line, though. The hibiscus line, that we reach for, that we would buy again.
I wish you could walk into a store and
what's
get
that?
it. You have to go and get it online, and that just kind of turns me off to brands when that happens, and that has happened. I mean, Botanicals does it. I mean, some things, I don't know. I can't explain my reason or rhyme why I get funny about certain things. So I know that this Eden Body Works, this spray that I love, we've gone through one bottle now. We have one more left, and I know now I have to like get it online. Maybe it's just this one little bottle, the shipping. I don't know what's.
But the thing is that the product's $7 and the shipping's $7. So
Yeah.
it's like, I think Eden Body Works needs to give that shipping, because
But we've tried a few Eden Body Works. We've tried that one that had that serumy gel.
they started selling the hibiscus at Sally's and Walmart, so we have to find it.
Oh, hopefully they have everything in the line. Great ingredients. Okay, because yeah, definitely, I'm telling you, it's almost like MAC that has that finishing powder or whatever for your face as far as makeup goes. That vitamin spray, at the end, it makes any hair better to me. So my hair was already looking good with the main choice, and then before I came on camera tonight, I just kind of sprayed that vitamin stuff all over my hair. I just love that. It's just almost like it
good.
beautifies.
Yeah. And then that serum from the almond marshmallow line was good.
Yes.
It's good. We were sitting on their
tonic.
leave-in and the jelly,
The
I
tonic
think.
is that
The
salad.
jelly.
Okay, we definitely have to go there because I got to get the tonic and I want to get the main choice spray. That what is it? The shine spray, shine mist or whatever. Yes, Oyen is good. I have Oyen upstairs waiting to be used. The refresher, grape juice or berry, some juice, one of those juices that Oyen makes is upstairs. I haven't used that yet.
Just Ashley, yeah, from Talia Waheed, we liked their apple and aloe line. That was good. And then we did a one and done on, I believe was it their styling cream? Was it their styling cream?
Which one?
The Talia Waheed, we did a one and done. I think it was their styling.
Yes.
Their Shea Cocoa souffle, because I know that there's a curling cream and there's a souffle. I think it might have been the souffle, but those are the two Talia Waheed products that we like.
And the apple and aloe.
Yeah, I said the apple and aloe.
I love, that's my favorite one. The Curly Girl, the Curly Pearl Cream from Talia Waheed.
Xavier, I've been dying to pick up the Eden Body Works co-wash. It looks like it would be good, and I just haven't. I keep seeing it and I keep picking it up and I keep putting it down.
Okay.
But I need to pick it up and make my way to the register with it.
It's just as good as the As I Am one. The original one,
Which is
the
saying
juice
something
wore
because
by
I
the
love that
original
one. Yeah.
Yeah. What's everybody's favorite co-wash? Everybody knows my favorite, which is the Camille Rose one. After everyone has tried the Camille Rose, because we had a rush over there one night when we were on live, but aside from Camille Rose, what do people use for co-washes?
Go, sound off in the comments. And we have one for Creamery Store. As I Am, the Long and Lux co-wash.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't like that one. It's like it was good, but I didn't think it was as good as the coconut one.
Curls to Go, we have that one.
Okay, the Cantu co-wash is good.
I just tried that.
Yep.
As I Am, we've tried.
Aussie Curls, of course. Yeah, the Miracle Curls. That's amazing. Oh, some people don't co-wash.
Lisa Grillo Murray said, is it Dippity Doo? Really? Okay.
We have Aussie, yeah.
I don't co-wash, all right. Jane Carter Pink Line, yep, Curls to Go. Mael co-wash.
Avocado and quinoa co-wash from Briagio. Okay.
Which Mael co-wash is there?
We don't have a Mael co-wash.
We don't have it. What line is it in? The pomegranate or?
Well, the one, the As I Am Long and Lux one, it does smell good. That line just smells good, so.
But I
I'll
want to
give
know
it that.
which Mael has which Mael line.
So those of you who don't co-wash, why don't you co-wash? Oh, DS uses when?
When? Okay. Have you been using it since it first came out? I know when it first came out, it was like a novelty idea that you could use a conditioner. Chaz Dean, kind of like made it a thing, and then that's when like the natural world seemed like to me was evolving, and then it seemed like people were going to the store and buying Suave conditioner. I remember
Chaz
for
Dean.
$1, Chaz Dean, and they were like, he hasn't marketed anything. Like they bought conditioner and were washing their hair. They kind of got the idea that moisturizing their hair was what the bottom line was, and then people started coming out with co-washes. But Chaz Dean, it wasn't called a co-wash then, it was just called When. But the concept was a co-wash. I got it, but again, didn't understand the whole idea of moisturizing.
Oh yeah, the Curl Talk one, yes.
Curl Talk.
The Not Your Mother's Curl Talk 3-in-1 conditioner.
Yes.
Yep, that's a great one.
And
Ebony
then-
said co-washing doesn't do anything for her hair. So I was just wondering why people don't co-wash.
Does it collect too much moisture?
You know, it makes buildup.
Buildup, yeah.
I love to co-wash between wash days. I feel like if I'm co-washing, that is a wash day. At least for me. Like, a co-wash will be on a wash day for me.
I don't like choice, like a lot of variety. So when started going from the original When, and then they started doing cucumber and avocado, like whatever, I'm just making things up. But when they started having like a fig and all these different choices, it became overwhelming, and I just kind of like gave up on the whole line because I just didn't get it at that point. It was just too much to read, too much to think, look, and decide which one was for me. The original one, he should have just kind of like stuck, in my opinion, to just that. But then he started complicating it, making a lot of different choices and lines, and it was too much.
Yeah, Shelly, I alternate between co-washing and shampooing as well.
Mhm. I shampoo weekly and deep condition weekly.
Alright, Xavier wants to know your guys' favorite deep conditioners. The Shea Moisture, the Manuka Honey and Mafura oil one,
Yes, you do like that.
Aussie,
I like
the Aussie 3-Minute Miracle deep conditioner.
I like Weedad, Curl Immersion, and of course all the Sotanical deep conditioners. I love Afrotastic, love that one. Before that one, I loved Curl Junkie, Curl Rehab. So those two to me can be exchanged, intertwined, whatever. They both are at the top of my list. Afrotastic kind of edged out just slightly the Curl Junkie one, but yeah.
I've heard great things about the TGIN Honey Miracle Mask. You've got to get that. I've heard great things about that.
I have LK Naturals upstairs I haven't used yet. Still working on my collection. Their deep conditioner. I think it's green.
Irish Flowers wants to know, do we scrub our scalp with the co-wash? Yes. Right?
It's just part, like, it's just the way I wash my hair.
Yeah.
I separate my hair in like maybe 3 sections on this side, 3 on this side, and then at the end I just get co-wash and just kind of like go through my hair the way I would normally like shampoo my hair. I don't do anything special because it's co-wash. I just treat it the same. How does everybody else do theirs? Do they treat it specially? I use it like it's shampoo.
Yeah, Shea Moisture, their masks are just good. The 10-in-1 is a good one too.
Botanical, CCJ said, Afrotastic, yep. Yes, Motiqua said Camille Rose, Algae Renew. Yes, I used to always talk about that one until other things, not necessarily pushed it out the way, but I tried other things and then kind of like gravitated towards that. But when I got my hair highlighted, that was what I brought to the salon, the Algae Renew. It's just a good deep conditioner. And it doesn't have protein in it, it's just an overall very good deep conditioner that works.
Ellen, are you asking about co-washing? She said, so do you just pick any conditioner and wash your hair with it? No, because
No.
like there's certain products that are called, like, are made specifically for like conditioning Washing your hair? Conditioning, washing your hair?
Yeah, there's like each brand will make something. They'll have shampoo. I'm noticing brands do a lot of shampoos and conditioners now separately, but some brands will, like for instance, Jane Carter Curls to Go. There is a co-wash in that line. What's another brand that has a product that's called a co-wash? As I Am, a co-wash in their line. What I was speaking about was years ago when this whole wind thing came out, Chasdeen, and the idea, the concept of washing your hair with conditioner. People were going to Walmart at the time, buying Dollar Suave and doing their hair with that, because the whole concept of washing your hair with a conditioner. And still, I think to this day, people will do that. They will buy, but sometimes co-wash, the whole idea of co-wash can be expensive, and it really is washing your hair with a conditioner. So that's kind of like a cheaper way of doing it. To me, it's 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. I think it works just the same. But there are brands now that actually cater to that whole co-wash concept.
Yeah.
And make co-washes in each line.
Millie said I put her on to the Jessie Curl Deep Treatment. That one is amazing. It's really great. It definitely saved my hair from protein overload. That's for sure.
She got the supersized Afro-tastic. I was going to do that, but I know they made a point that they were switching locations, and that if you ordered, it was going to take a while to get your stuff, and I didn't. One of my pinch penny moments.
Since we are hitting fall and soon colder months, do you change your weekly products season to season, and which products do you like? So, we've never really changed our products season to season. Even like, before being on them, this will be our first. This is still is this our first year? No, we've been on We've been MADCURLS for a year now, a little over a year. But we don't really change our products season to season. Although in the winter time we do. Maybe now this winter we'll try to do more thick products. But we're product testers, so we'll be still be testing products in the winter time.
It's like when we traveled to Georgia this summer and we came back and understood the humidity down there. We came back and we did a video about glycerin and humidity and all that, but still throughout the summer we still had to test products that had glycerin in them because we're product testers. So although we understood the concept of glycerin and causing frizz and shrinking your hair and all that, we still had to go on. The party still had to go on. So this winter there might be products that might work better for our hair, but brands will still be coming out with things that, regardless of the season, we still test them. But I do believe that products are seasonal. No doubt about it.
Yeah, totally.
But I'm looking forward to just having good wash and goes because no humidity.
No humidity.
Good hair days. My hair is blonde, so I have my favorite winter products. Alexis Johnson said, what are your favorite winter products?
Jasmine 91, have any of you been sensitive to certain ingredients early on in transitioning? I've noticed early on coconut oil burns my scalp. We actually, just since being on this channel, have started reading ingredients and looking at ingredients. Before that, we really weren't checking for ingredients, so we must not have been sensitive to anything. Because nothing, I don't remember any episodes in our natural hair journey, really.
I was probably, I would say, more careless and just careless with my hair, not really appreciating. But after that protein thing with you, then I kind of got to a point where I got sick of all this product testing because you guys were putting that thought in our minds, like, how do you test your hair? How do you wash your hair every day? How do you keep the health of your hair? And it's almost like we started knowing too much. You guys were planting those seeds. And I'm like, yeah, we are washing our hair quite a bit. And I started kind of noticing that this new healthy hair was growing back after the big chop. And then I was getting to the point where I was starting to see shedding. And then when I got my hair cut, I realized that keeping my hair wet for hours at a time when we do these product tests, and then we were going out and letting our hair take forever, 2 or 3 hours to dry, wasn't good. So I got to a point where I was just like, we started doing some more talk-throughs. I wasn't big on all this product testing because I saw the wear and tear it was putting on our hair. Now I kind of relaxed again in my mind, but still very cognizant of the fact that product testing does wreak havoc at times on your hair. and you can't just put anything in. And you got a brand the other day, and it was exactly like we said, not being paid for anything, not free packaging, none of that. Just test this before we even like send it to influencers. And I'm like, that's the way you do it. But with that said, I'm like, what's in this stuff? Like, I don't know if I necessarily want to be the dummy.
The dummy head.
The dummy head. You know, I don't know.
If I'm the dummy head, you're
I'm
the
like,
dummy
that's
head.
all you, girl. I'm like, you did that. That's all you. But I said, maybe Margaret, whoever knows Margaret, my doll, she's about as old as I am. I've had her since she was born, Madam Alexander, 1967. She has no hair. But I'm like, we'll try it on Margaret's head.
See what it does with her hair.
Yeah. But yeah, you do have to be careful what you put in your hair because we didn't know when we were just trying anything. And we went to the dollar store one time and bought a whole bunch of products. And then after that, we started thinking it smelled like
Men's Axe.
Men's Axe, and also what's that one years ago? Came in a white bottle. It was men's cologne, like aftershave, something, I don't know. But it smelled very masculine, and I'm like, what is in the dollar store products? I know there's been challenges on YouTube where people will do dollar store things. Lots of challenges. I'm not big on challenges because I'm big on having hair on my head, and I can't be testing things. One challenge, mixing all your products together. Again, my sensible mind, maybe that's why the natural community is not embracing the elderly, because we are sensible people. And so mixing every single product you own, all your conditioner, what sense does that make? To me, it's the biggest waste of money. You know, mix all your products together. For what? Y'all mix your products together.
Let me enunciate my words.
It's expensive. You know, so I'm not big into challenges. You know, do your hair in the dark. Okay, why? I need light to see. I need glasses and light to see. So a lot of those things, I'm not into challenges. We're about business. We're about testing things so that we're about business so that you can go to the store. No, I mean, there might be people that are excited about gimmicks and things and fun. Oh, MADCURLS did their hair in the dark. They did their hair standing on one leg. You know, I don't get into gimmicks. You'll never see that. And I never say never, but stuff like that to me is just a waste of money, my time.
Standing on one leg.
Yeah. MADCURLS does her hair at the health club while I was dipping in and doing it.
I know, you keep saying that. You're like, let's do a video of doing our hair at the gym. I'm like, Mom, I'm not getting in those gym showers. I'm not doing it, girl.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Okay. Off to work.
Bye,
Good night,
Alexis
Alexis.
Johnson.
How do we deal with the cold, wet hair in the winter?
We fan dry our hair. Well, now we do. Before, I don't think we noticed. We just took the L and we went outside with wet heads. But this year, I am definitely going to be embracing fan drying our hair in the house. And also, we dry our hair in the car with the heater. We started doing that,
Oh my gosh, and it dries so much quicker than anything that we've ever seen, whether it's been humidity, whether it's been the hot heat of the summer. Literally getting in the car and letting the heat blow. And heat doesn't cost money. Like air conditioning in the car can go through your gas. Heat does nothing. And I'm sitting here putting my bangs here first, then doing my side up to the little vents that come out in the heater.
Literally
and
roasting us out in the car.
And then I almost like turn myself around, put my feet up on the head thing in the back. I literally dry my whole head on the way to a store, and my head's dried. So really like that, I found recently, drying my hair with the car heater.
You may sweat because you just have like high heat just blowing on you, but your hair will get dry.
It gets dry really fast.
So does the fan blow from the front or the back? I've never fan dried before. From the back, you just sit in front of it. So like, it's like I would have a fan behind me here, and I would just be sitting here and it would be drying my hair. It's basically like driving with the windows down in the car, except you're indoors and you can put a blanket on.
I
and
rotate
dry your hair.
my fan, so I might put it in the back while I'm drying the back. Then I'll set it up here on books or pillows in my bed, and it'll dry this side. Then I'll move it over, put it on my dresser, and it'll dry this side. Then I'll hold it in the front, and it'll dry the front. And I'll put it in the back, almost like a diffuser, but it's not like concentrated. It's just the fan blowing, but I do move it around. Putting it just in the back.
Well, I mean, I move too. I'm just saying, like.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. CCJ said she's sick now from driving in the cold mornings with the windows down. Yeah. No, it's a struggle.
Who believes that? Because I grew up on that philosophy, going out with a wet head will get you sick. Then you guys went to school, came home, and said there was no truth to that. That you get a certain amount of germs in lifetime, and if you get a cold, it's because those are the germs that were activated at that moment. Going outside, the teachers convinced you guys, made no sense that you get a cold. Why is it, and I don't believe in coincidences, why is it that every time I went outside with a wet head, I was sick as a dog the next day? My mother swore by it, my grandmother swore by it, the teachers said it was nonsense. And you were like, Mom, there's no sense, so that's why you went out with all that stringy wet hair. And this to me is life experiences. As teenagers, you can't tell teenagers anything, so I had to pick my battles. So your teachers told you there's no sense to it, so go on out the house then with wet, stringy hair. But I grew up thinking if I went out with a wet head, I was going to get sick, and I always did consistently. Was I wrong? I don't think so.
I've never been sick from a wet head. And all through college and stuff, my hair was always wet. I was walking up and down them campuses.
So Carla Thomas said a wet
hair.
head has never made me sick. So Carla, do you believe that there's a certain number of germs?
Beagle Lady said she was a biology major, and she said it's not true.
It's not true that what's not true?
Yeah,
you get sick
DTW Texas, yeah, the wet hair in the winter just makes her whole body cold. You're not sick. Yeah, I'm cold. Obviously, my neck is cold. I'm cold, but I don't get sick.
Aries said lies. So going out with a wet head, it doesn't make you sick. Why did it always make me sick then?
So you just bust it.
My mother would be like, that's good enough for you. You're sick because you went outside yesterday with a wet head, or you went out without a hat. We would be running around.
Putting a hat on?
I hate coats. I literally will go outside in the winter, snow on the ground.
Oh my god.
Just like this. No more protection than this.
Drives me nuts.
Yeah,
drives me nuts. I'm like, what are you doing? It's like
big,
10 degrees
coats
outside, and she'll walk out like this.
Yeah, I just hate.
And then there's Wi-Fi Adam. Adam in the summertime will have on a winter coat in the summer. Like in Georgia, it was 100 and something degrees outside, and he had on a hoodie. I was like, what are you doing? Like, it's hot. I can't.
Yeah.
Like you and Adam, I can't.
I know.
I can't.
It's all in your mind, Angela said. You believed it, so it was so. Okay. Maybe so. But yeah, no, I don't do coats. Maybe all the camel hair coats growing up. My grandmother swore by a camel hair.
What's a camel hair coat?
It's a very expensive coat I have, you know. My grandmother swore by camel hair coat. It was winter time, so I have to take the girls out and get them camel hair coats. Who used to get that camel hair coat?
Wait, was it actually made by camel hair?
I don't know. Maybe it was the color of it. It was like the color of camel hair. I don't know what a camel hair coat is.
Camel hair
Who knows
coat.
what a camel hair coat is and who had one?
Alright, can you stop saying camel hair?
Everyone couldn't afford a camel hair coat, but my grandmother made sure I was clothed in a camel hair coat. I have you know.
Ebony, I don't wear winter coats either. They're too hot. But what about when you're too cold? It's cold.
I loved living in California because I never had to worry about a coat, a camel hair, nothing. You just could run out. Anyway, even in the winter, you just didn't have to worry about a coat.
Maureen Wilson, yes, she does. You have an iron deficiency, right?
Yes,
so
I
wouldn't
do.
that make you cold?
You would think, but
I'm always freezing. I'm sitting here right now with goosebumps. Like, I'm really freezing
I just kept
over
being
here
laden
right
down
now.
with all that coat. So I think maybe because as a child you couldn't leave without, like, you know, the generation I grew up in, you could not go out in the winters. Like, all of a sudden the winter's here. Like, now it would be fall, the school bus, and you have to have all this big coat. Like, why? You know, and so maybe as an adult I just rebelled. Like, I like to coats. Like, I just don't like coats. It's just not my thing.
I love a good coat. The thicker, the better. I love coats.
Just a jacket will do. Yeah, just kind of like a little lightweight jacket.
I've been walking around here in like feety pajamas and fuzzy socks. Like, I'm just so cold. And I know like we're nowhere near like putting the heat on in this house.
Beige
but I'm
colored
so
camel,
cold.
right, Shelly? Yeah, last year we just happened to go into Walmart one night and they had all the cute little Christmas cartoons and pajamas. So I got the Grinch and I got Ralphie, the bunny. I think they were made for men, but if you got a small enough size, they were cute. We just went there that one night. Those things sold out like that, online and in the store. And I think you finally got my Ralphie ones off of eBay.
Yes, for Christmas.
For Christmas,
Yep.
yeah. So I want to check with Walmart. It was just the cutest. They had the abominable snowman. They had Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. it was just a fluke. One night we were in Walmart and there were all the pajamas. Of course, you never have enough money when you want it. So I think I just got the Grinch that night. And they are the most comfortable feety pajamas, even though they don't have feet on them. But feeties minus the feet.
You let me wear the pink ones the other day. It was like sleeping on a fluffy...
Yeah, you gotta see. Okay, I took a picture. It was hysterical. All you saw was her head and ears. I'm like, you gotta see this. I took a picture of it because it was hysterical to me.
I was in a ball in those feety pajamas, and it was the best night's sleep I've gotten in a long time. Mom, really?
There she is. There's her head. There are the ears. There's her black silk pillow. I don't know why she needs silk. She has the bunny ears on. And so I'm like, you look so crazy sleeping. Her head was turned to the side.
I was so comfortable.
And look at the crazy Ralphie ears. It was just very funny to me.
I was unbothered.
Yeah.
I was so comfortable. I guess that's payback for me putting a video of you walking out the house with a plastic bag on your head.
I know. I couldn't understand who you were laughing with, and you just kept laughing. I'm like, what's so funny? And you're like, oh, I just have a picture of you running to the car.
With that plastic bag on your head.
Why are we talking about cremating? Who's being cremated?
What?
Angela Marcinkovic said, I'm only 46, and so I don't ever need to happen. I will die to family. No cremating me. Menopause is horrible. Yes. The moods. Being hot alive, especially when I'm dead. Too cute in the footy PJs. Yeah, when we
Bye, Beagle Lady. Yeah, no. Our new time is from like 8 to 10:30. I like this new time. It's like the perfect amount of talking, so we're going to be checking out soon, too.
No goose down, coat either. Goose down. Oh
What's
my God,
a
just
goose
like a
down?
Big, oh my gosh, did I never teach you anything, girl? All right, so now I have to catch you up on camel hair coat and goose down. Like those big puffer.
What are those other shoes you went into Target and you were looking for? What's the name of those shoes? Like slippers. They're like...
What day did we go in Target? What shoes?
And you kept calling them something. They were in Target, and they were like shoes, they're like slippers. You kept calling them something. I'm like, stop calling them that.
I don't know. Were they recently the other day?
Yeah, like, I don't remember. Like, you were looking for like some sort of slippers, and they have this name, and you said like, Gam used to wear them, and...
Oh, deer foam.
Even
though I grew up, they were called deer form until I grew up and read the word. I'm like, why does my family call them deer form? There's nothing about them called deer form. They're called deer foam, and then you see them on the package. You know, it's funny how like when you grow up, and you see things that your family said that was mispronounced, or even Bible scripture. Things that you believe that were in the Bible until you really read the Bible for yourself and you see, like, the Lord helps those that help themselves. That's not scripture. You know, it's just so many things that you think were one-time scripture. The sea of forgetfulness. One time in Bible, Sunday morning, Sunday school, like there's no sea of forgetfulness. It's like God will remove your sins from you as far as the east is from the west, but there's no sea of forgetfulness, throwing the key away, throwing away all you, like, and so I was just like such a stickler because I told you I went to Bible college, so I started looking for the things that I grew up on and they just didn't exist. So one of them was deer form. They're not deer form, they're deer foam slippers.
Wait, didn't they also... You said going down like high tonic.
My grandmother used to say, this message, like this ship is going down like high tonic. Little did I know, high tonic was really the Titanic.
I'm like, wait, like, did you mean Titanic?
Yeah, because like something that was like dramatic in our family, like this mess was going down, okay? And like high tonic, and it wasn't high tonic. Like we grew up saying high tonic, or growing up saying, what was that? Our hair was like a bowl of Yakimen. Yakimen, it meant that like bring your head over here because my grandmother every week would straighten our hair for my mother because it was a lot of work. So she would say, bring that bowl of Yakimen over here. Yakimen, we found out when I grew up, was like Chinese noodles. They were like ramen. I think she was trying to say ramen. But Yakimen was how I guess our curly crazy hair was. Bring that bowl of Yakimen over here. And so when you grow up and you start getting a little bit of education, and you start pulling apart everything you learned as a child. You know, it's fun like to find out like the truth and the realness of it all. But I grew up on these phases. I still will say a bowl of yakimen. I still will say that thing went down like high tonic because it's what I know. It's in my memory. But it's just interesting when you grow older and you get a little bit of education, and then you start pulling apart the things that you grew up on. And a lot of it didn't exist, but it's still fun. So I've grown up on it.
So yeah. Deer forms.
Deer form. Who had some deer form? I need some deer forms. My feet are killing me, and I would give anything for a pair of deer form right now. And they still make them. We were in Target. I saw them hanging the other day. And you guys, what are deer form?
I'm like, oh my gosh, they really are called deer foams. I'm like, really?
Yes.
Just don't call them deer foams.
What other family expressions did you guys grow up with? Anybody have expressions pertaining to just your family that like only like you and your family will know when you get together? Like we all know going down like high tonic. We know it was my grandmother's expression. No other family I don't think says high tonic. It's the Titanic. If anybody even goes down like the Titanic. But it was just something my grandmother said. Any other expression? Yakimen is a thing. Was it for hair? Is it hair?
Angela, she's funny. I can't. I don't know where I got her from. I'm going to send you back.
Hey, Daisha. I'm late, but I made it. No, Peter, we're not sisters. We're mammy and daughter. Mama.
Mammy.
And daughter.
Ebony says, like, if the food is cold, my family says stomp cold. Like the baby, that food is stomp cold.
Wow, okay. And that's definitely exclusive to her family. I never heard of that.
Stomp cold.
It's noodles. Yeah, yakimen is noodles, right? Is it ramen? Or do they need to say ramen, or there are yakimen noodles?
In the beginning is what my grandmama said instead of in the beginning.
Okay.
In the beginning.
No, it's noodles. Or even sometimes baby talk gets carried on into adult life. Like, you know, we baby talk so much, our kids. You guys were baby talk to death. I'm surprised you can even speak English now. You were so baby talked. A who dicky? All gadgets are a who. Is it a who dicky? Yeah, my grandfather used to say that.
Who dicky?
Who dicky? Everything was a who dicky. I don't know, but it's just something from that generation. A who dicky. Or how you call it, meaning like that. Who's that person? I think of Holly call. Who's that Holly call? You know, everybody always Holly. Was it Holly call it? I don't know. I don't even know how they said it, but it was Holly call. Like the neighbors over there would be Holly call. Go over there and tell Holly call I need some eggs. Like who's Holly call it? I don't know. I know my nickname. My brother couldn't say Lori growing up, so he called me Ooey. And so people that are close to me that know me call me Ooey. Some of my like passwords are Ooey. What else do I use Ooey?
I don't know. Everyone calls you Ooey. Not everyone, but
people call me Ooey.
Yeah.
That's my my name. My brother couldn't say Lori, so he called me Ooey. And like OOIE. So in some circles, I'm known as Ooey.
I don't know how me and my brothers came up with our nicknames for each other. At least me and Spencer. Me and my older brother, I call him Mem and he calls me Moke, and I don't know where those came from.
I know.
Mem and Moke.
But you seriously do when you saw him at his graduation and you were like, hey Mem, like and he responds.
His name is Spencer and I call him Mem. I don't know where Mem came from.
Yeah.
And he calls me Moke. Like M.O.K. I don't know where those two names came from.
You definitely do call each other Mem and Moke.
Mem and Moke.
M.O.K. M.E.M. I don't know, but you definitely do. Whatchamacallit. It was whatchamacallit definitely, but it was how do you call it? Like how do you call it? Like maybe how do you say? I don't know, but it wasn't whatchamacallit. It was Holly call it, or I can't pronounce it. But that was just an obscure person out there in the world somewhere. Yo, just made that up one day and it stuck, right? CCJ, no, like, no one's gonna access any of my cards unless somebody's following behind me. I know, I should know of all people. Miss Jeep
Right.
over here. Gibby.
That's so cute.
That's cute.
Gibby. What do you call me?
Tay.
You call me Tay.
Tay.
It's so funny how people, like, if people are comfortable with me, like, they'll automatically just shorten my name. Like,
they'll
I'll go from Taylor.
elongated, they'll call you Tay Tay, and
Yeah.
that's like,
Tay or Tay Tay.
it's like,
Not many people call me Tay Tay at all. Really, no, people really don't call me Tay Tay. But
Yeah.
I get Tay. I do get Tay.
yeah, you definitely get Tay. People get familiar real quick, and they call you Tay, and and or Tay Tay. Like I do like a double take. Like who knows you well, I call you like Tay Tay, like because it's not really known that much. Tay Tay.
No.
And very rarely do I call you Tay Tay.
Yeah. No
I
one
just call
calls
you
me
Tay.
Tay. Does T call me Tay? No one calls me Tay Tay, really.
Which calls you T, I think.
Yeah, I call her T. She calls me T.
Yeah.
Me and my aunt both call each other T.
Yeah.
T.
No. Right. And Sam calls me Ooey.
Ooey, yeah.
Yeah. CJ. CJ's looking out for me. She knows I'm touched. And these things can get out.
She's in her grandma.
So is Taylor and Lori offensive? No, not at all. Actually, TaylorAnne and LoriAnne was like unique to MADCURLS. But people have long since, I think, shortened it in comments. Sometimes people don't address me in particular. They'll say, Taylor, tell your mom. Like, you can address me. It's funny.
But Anne is our middle name. LoriAnne and TaylorAnne, that's not our full name. We just made it, I guess, maybe our social media name. We do TaylorAnne and LoriAnne, but, like, Anne is the middle name. It's not, like, attached. But some people do say, like, hi, TaylorAnne, hi, LoriAnne. They'll put it together.
You made me call myself that. I want to be called The Law. And you're like, you're not coming on the channel to be called The Law. Because it was LoriAnne. Wesley was my last name, and I wanted The Law. You're like, you're not going to be The Law. And I'm like, why? And so you're like, you're not. You're going to be LoriAnne. So you named me. But very rarely do I... Only am I known as LoriAnne probably on MADCURLS,
Yeah,
or if
calls
I
you
go out.
LoriAnne when she's mad.
My mother calls me LoriAnne when she's mad, so don't pay attention to that. But
Ebony, it fits, right?
Yeah.
Now that you guys know we're the law. And at first I was like, no.
yeah, but yeah, no, it's not. You know, and people. I met a guy the other day. In Target, and he knew us. He knew MADCURLS, and so he started calling me LoriAnne. Okay, because he knew me as MADCURLS. I received that, but then when I found out he was dating my niece, and he was still, I was like, ah! Okay, now the rules change. Now follow closely. On social media, I'm LoriAnne, and you can call me that. In person, if you're dating a family member, I will be Mrs. Wesley to you till further notice, and there never will be another notice. I will be Mrs. Wesley. Like that woman on I Lucy said.
She's like, you know what's your name? Mrs. Porter. She's like, oh, what can I call you? Mrs.
Porter. Right. So I'm like, I am not LoriAnne to you. I will always be Mrs. Wesley to you. So on social media, all people of all ages, kids, high school kids, grade school, whatever, I'm LoriAnne. But in person, I'm LoriAnne, okay, but if you're in the family, no, now you have to put titles, respect. So it's totally different. It's one of my, I don't think it's a quirk, it's respect to me. So, yeah, I don't switch up with that one.
No, you're dead serious.
Dead serious. Like, wait, like we were talking, and then when I realized he was, okay, the rules change. Now that I know you're dating a family member, I am Mrs. Wesley to you now. Cashback fashion lover, hi. How are you? We're fine.
I'm using so much.
Actually, yes, we have used a plastic bag as clothing. Asked and answered.
We used it as headwear.
Moving right along. A lot of questions. Back to back.
You used it as headwear, girl.
Is that headwear? I said in one of our videos it was going to be my Halloween costume. I was going to be Mrs. Stu Leonard's. I would put the Stu Leonard's back. I was thinking like a jumper.
We've been thinking about Halloween costumes. So I put some respect on it. Yep. Yeah, no, you don't play when it comes to the titles thing.
Nope, I don't. Hi, Dr. Simple Beauty.
My mom called you Dr. Pimple Popper once.
I did.
Because there is a Dr. Pimple Popper, and we saw Dr. Simple Beauty, like, I don't know why Dr. Pimple
I'm like,
Poppers came.
to answer your question.
Because you were like, yeah, and you're like, Dr. Pimple Popper said, I'm like, Dr. Simple Beauty? You're like, yeah, like, and we both just started dying, like.
You guys know me in names.
Like Dr. Simple Beauty. Like, oh my gosh, they're loving the law. We have to integrate the law now.
See? I thought the law was perfect, and I go by the law in other parts of my life. Why not? And some of my usernames, it's perfect, I thought. I know, I watched her videos. I never got up enough courage to watch because I just want to see anything like
yeah, no,
gross.
I can't. I'm going to, like, throw up. I can't watch her. Oh, I can't. Okay.
Yes, integrate it somehow. Yeah, we definitely going to have to integrate
you
it.
guys
Now
are
that I've
for
gotten
it.
approval. Because it's perfect. It's so me. She had me all whipping out LoriAnne. I should have been the law. I mean business.
But you weren't anything at that point. You became something over time.
Oh, she made me. She invented me. She gave me my titles. She made me somebody. I knew somebody was going to be getting too familiar when you give them a little bit of attention. They don't know how to handle it.
What are you talking about?
Just that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, how sweet.
Miss React.
React. Hi. Right, Angela, we were thinking that Halloween. Definitely. I said all the fun we can have this year. Halloween, popping up, Thanksgiving, Christmas morning, opening up presents.
Can't wait for
Let's all
Thanksgiving.
keep touching base during all this
I
time.
can't wait to eat.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna eat the Brazilian food, girl?
Don't worry about my Brazilian food. You ate yours. Let me contemplate mine and bask in the refrigerator.
Okay, you can't leave it there much longer.
No, I
girl.
can't.
Okay,
I can't.
because I can handle it for you. I'll take care of it for you.
Hey, curly guy. Nothing much. Just my name change, perhaps. Oh, just did a lot of nursing school work. Okay. I was nothing at that point, Maureen, obviously. Nothing.
I mean, you came on and you didn't even say anything, really. Did I let you say anything? Listen,
no,
our channel...
until you guys fought for my voice. You're like, let her be her. Let her say what she needs to say. You silenced
Listen.
me for the
Listen.
first 6 to 8 months until people got
There
to know me.
almost wasn't a MADCURLS so many times. Like, it really is a miracle that we are here over a year later, because we are two different personalities, two different work ethics, two different, like, a lot, and we really both had to, like, bend and compromise on so many things, like, working together. Now, like, we work together like a charm, but
all
in
my
the
talking
beginning,
got on
it
your
was
nerves.
rough.
All my
Yeah.
detail got on your
You
nerves.
taking 4 hours to get on camera got on my nerves.
My 2-hour
like,
concealing
by the
moments.
time I got on the camera, I just had an attitude. Like, I was just mad. Like,
and I was never bothered.
that took way too long. Yeah, no, there was a lot of
Halloween
compromise
party.
and bending.
We all come in costume. Lori's Law.
Hi, Tosh. Enjoy your weekend.
I know, Ari, waiting on my crime channel. What did we find the other day that we had a topic for the crime channel?
Oh, I don't remember.
Let's see. That's Kid Sister. That black button, as Taylor always says, still works. So y'all going to 11 tonight? You know, I don't know. I don't know how we used to do 4 hours.
We're
like,
chilling right here at
yeah,
the
we're
moment.
totally
but,
chilling. Like, it just kind of evolves.
I do have to edit the video that's going out tomorrow. Finished editing it. Hope you guys liked it. You'll see tomorrow.
It's in your head right now.
It's in my head right now.
Yeah.
Oh no, that one's not going out, girl.
Oh, it's not. Oh, okay.
No, there's another one going out before that one, girl.
Okay.
That we have to get out, or else we'll never go out.
Yeah. She's in charge of all of that, guys.
Should we ask them which one they want first? Even though that one's like basically edited.
Yeah, ask them.
Okay, guys. So there's 2 videos in the queue
Well, I freshened up because I don't know how long we're going.
right now. So the one I'm almost done editing is an affordable products video. We go through our stash and we show you guys every product that we have that's $10 and under. That's good. all the products we have done videos on, but it's just like an easier way to kind of like organize.
Yeah,
you know, if you're someone who's looking for affordability, this is like the products we recommend, and we are going to link all those videos to where you can find the affordable products, $10 and under. Or we did the curl immersion line by WeDad. We did that entire line with the washes, the stylers, the deep conditioner, like all of that. We did that video. So those are the 2 videos right now. Which
I
one
really
do you
like
want
that
first?
line. You guys know I love WeDad curl quencher, but the curl immersion, definitely. I loved that. So, but again, I rinsed it out because I wanted to put the main choice back in, because there were a lot of questions about how it lasted, how many days did we get out of it. So I wanted to at least begin to show a little something.
We have, oh dear, okay. Affordable, curl immersion, affordable, curl immersion, affordable.
Oh, no. Can we flip a coin?
Well, the affordable one is almost done.
Okay, Ms. reacts. My daughter's hair is just like you guys. I'm about to watch your hair video. All I saw was MADCURLS, and I was so there. Oh, picture day. Aww. Well, great. So cute. I love picture day. Remember we used to get the little plastic combs, and my mother would do my hair to perfection, and I'd always take that comb and ruin it. I don't know why they gave kids those combs, because it certainly didn't work for textured hair.
Curly guy. He's obsessed with us applying product to wet hair. It's very soothing. Do a poll on Insta. Good idea, Ashley Harris. Even though I do feel like sometimes that our audience on Insta and YouTube are 2 different audiences.
They are.
Yeah.
I feel
Sometimes,
it's true.
yeah. Okay, girl. I don't know why you're putting on all that lipstick, girl. I'm about to shut this operation down. You're over there like beautifying.
Oh, because
I guess we gotta stay on until 11 because you're over there putting on a fresh face, full face of makeup over there.
Those combs. Remember those combs? They were just like ring, like you could bend them in half, and they probably for like white kids. Straight hair, and they could just kind of like comb while they're standing in line. My mother had my hair, the ribbons, the edges were laid.
Oh my gosh, they will put the comb to your hair.
And then and then there's one, oh my gosh, my 3rd grade picture, piece of hair sticking, no, I think it was 1st grade, right straight up, just that straight piece of hair, just straight, bone straight, because I took it out of like the elastic, all that combing, standing in line, trying to comb my hair like everybody else, and it wasn't meant for my hair, and it looked a mess. My mother was furious when she saw that picture. There I was smiling, and that strand of hair just sticking straight up.
I can't.
Lori with that liquid lip, right? I know.
You don't use liquids properly. You go through liquid lipsticks. She's always reapplying.
There's no rules.
It's not a good liquid lipstick if you have to keep reapplying.
I think it is because it's just what I do. It's like a tick.
Even when you don't need it, you just apply it.
I do.
Where did you get this?
What?
This is new. I've never
This,
seen this before.
your father came back from a business trip with, you know how he comes back with a bag of stuff from like shows, and this was, Intel, I guess it's an eyeglass wipe. Instead of me spraying all the time, using a whole lot of spray or using those packets of wipes, I found this.
LoriAnne's prepping for the last half hour.
And it works perfectly. It really shined my glasses.
Okay, girl.
So, you know how you just find things and make them new all over again? I get excited. Like, wow, I can really see.
Because I want to know if you have any pictures of how you looked when you were younger, back in your fitness days. You're curious.
In my fitness days.
You're trying to make these your fitness days.
These are my fitness days. Okay, guys, 11 pounds. I lost 11 pounds. I got on the scale today. I was shocked. So that's why I cut out like the eating. I was like maybe getting a little complacent. So we really pushed this week. We went every single morning.
We pushed
The
last
alarm
week
went off
and
8
this
o'clock.
week. This is our second full week of doing Monday through Friday, weekends off. We did.
Yeah.
For me, I think I'm doing too much cardio. I do a half hour of cardio, but like I don't need to drop weight. I just need to tone. And so, for those of you fitness folks in here, like I want to get a gluteus maximus, but I feel like if I'm doing a lot of cardio, I'm like losing weight. So there's nothing to build on the bottom part because like I'm losing weight, right? So like I don't know how to stay slim and trim and gain a gluteus at the same time. Like
Can you spot
I do
treat-
do squats.
Can you spot treat, like, I know you can't like spot like lose weight, like say if you want to, like women, as you know, in your 50s, they were not lying. I never believed it. I always thought I could just, I don't necessarily believe in like diets. I just kind of like watch what I eat. But I never really realized the truth of it all until I hit 50, more like 51, where you really do get that weight around the middle. And they say it's the most dangerous weight because, what is it? Cholesterol, heart attack, strokes, whatever. I don't know what it is, but it is no joke. You definitely get it. And it's definitely harder to take off. But I'm seeing a little bit of progress with that. But like I said, week after week, you got to be careful. You try to lose the middle weight, and then you get that long face. So it's very carefully kind of worked out. So I just kind of been upping my cardio. Instead of walking 30 minutes, maybe I'll walk 45 minutes. That's the only way I can think to get rid of the weight that you put on as you get older. In your 50s, I don't know how to take it off.
Can I gain a butt though if I'm doing cardio? Isn't that dropping the weight? Like if I'm doing squats and stuff and there's nothing to like there to squat because I'm losing it all through cardio.
Maureen used to lift weights for a booty. Not much cardio.
The glutes are muscle. They only provide shape and structure to the bottom. You have to have some
cardio loses the butt.
You have to have butt on your fat. Wait, fat on your wait, what did I say? Fat on your butt. In order to build it, you need to do heavy weights.
Yes, the middle-age spread.
But then if you do heavy weights,
it's true though.
Don't your legs bulk up? Then I'm gonna have big old man legs.
And you don't believe it, you don't understand it until it happens. And I know my sister-in-law a couple of years ago was always talking about how she put weight on, around her middle, and she hated it. And then she started wearing big blousey shirts and just trying to hide it and all that. And I always say I don't accommodate the weight. I put on weight and then I will squeeze into my smaller clothes until I go back down. Because to buy larger size is to get complacent and stay in that big size that I'm not happy with to begin with. Do I ever buy clothes to accommodate the weight? I just simply don't. I just don't. When I see I'm putting on weight, the buck stops there. And I just don't, because I feel like you accommodate it, you're going to stay that way. So, but this is a whole new ball game. This being 51 and putting on this weight, it's not easily lost like it was in my 20s, 30s, and 40s at all, not even a little bit. So as consistent as I've been going to the club, it's slowly, 11 pounds seems like a lot, but it still doesn't show me like the results. There still is, what did you say, the middle-age spread, all that, whatever it is, it's definitely a true phenomenon. And a walking proof of that. And when I find the answer, I'll let y'all know because it needs answers.
So I can keep my cardios in. I can still do like my 30 minutes of cardio. Typically, it's just a treadmill, and it is on an incline. Lately, I'll do like interval training for 30 minutes. And then if it's like if I'm working on like my butt or whatever,
you could buy some shorts on fashion,
right?
Booty shorts. You could strap on a booty. Imagine.
It's not funny.
It's not. Follow that booty can guy on IG.
I do. He's legit.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
He is. But I'm not paying for his program.
Okay. So true. CCJ, right?
More protein in our diet. Okay.
Who's
just increase calories and eat. But wait, if you increase your calories, that's weight being put on, right? I don't know. It's also confusing.
Okay, well, aside from you whining over there about that,
these are people that are helping.
Yeah, girl. Who's helping me? We already did a poll about older women. Who else is going through the middle-age spread?
What is that?
It's the weight you put on when you hit middle age. I would say more 50s. I didn't necessarily see it so much in the 40s. More 50s. Who else is on the struggle right now with me? Who's helping me, right? Me. 30 pounds more, right? Last time I saw these numbers on a scale, I was pregnant with Spencer. So I was just like, wow, like, I didn't know I could put on that weight aside from being pregnant, and so it was very scary when I saw that on the scale. But it is true. I don't know what it is. Is it that we just don't lose it? Or we're not as active? I don't know what it is. 32 more to be exact. Okay.
I think it's our diet where we're messing up.
You have to combine cardio. I do weight training. I'm doing weight training a little bit, a little something. Not as much as I put in my 20s and 30s, but I'm hanging in there a little bit. subcutaneous belly fat is the most dangerous because it amplifies your chances of coronary heart disease and hypertension. Okay. Yes, your metabolism definitely does change. Oh my gosh, does
Donkey
it change?
kicks with weights. How do you do it with weights? Like resistance bands?
Or like ankle weights? Oh, you're not as active and you're losing testosterone. Okay.
Ankle weights. We don't have ankle weights.
I
We have to go on Amazon and buy.
to.
We need ankle weights. We need to buy resistance bands. I need to buy gloves because I'm definitely getting like little blisters on my hands from weights.
Well, that's a good place. And the button, the thighs. Well, maybe the thighs. The midsection, yes.
Donkey kicks by holding weights on your shoulders.
I got my daughter's
Aren't you like
freshman
on
15.
your hands and knees, and then you kick your leg back?
Yeah, the freshman 15.
Oh my gosh, I put on the. I think I went in with the freshman 15.
Oh, so Maddie Smith put on some weight in her 40s and lost it in her 50s from weight training. Like I always worked out my entire life because I lived in California most of the time and have always worked out. So I wasn't like necessarily putting on weight, but
Oh, got you, Tyler. Okay, okay.
I'm not necessarily losing it now in my 50s. So I just have to be more persistent with it. Where I just took it for granted that, not necessarily that I was thin, skinny, where I just never felt like there was an issue or a problem. But now I see it could become a problem.
I love doing the incline. I was holding on like 30 incline today, going like 4.0. I love like the incline. The incline's fun.
Hi, Shania Parker. Good night, Shania Parker. Oh, incline. Okay, that's good.
We've
to
been
know.
doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been like going up and down.
Mm-hmm.
How much I can do?
The weight training burns more fat and gain muscle than cardio training. Okay. The cable machine. Right? I know. Maddie Smith, the role model here tonight.
Goals. All I know is I don't want to overdo cardio and just be looking like a stick, like no curve or anything anywhere.
Okay, now he's speaking some truth here. Okay, so well, he's speaking truth all night.
Yeah,
But-
now he's speaking
Okay,
truth.
no, all night. Like so,
Yeah.
fat distribution does change with the aging process. That's dead serious.
Mhm.
Fat cells become more pronounced in the stomach. Back. Oh my God, the back. Yes, I'm like over there, like trying to do like rolls and
The other
yes.
day you
okay.
came into my room and you just like, I had to look at all the parts of your back that you want me to look at. Like,
Yeah.
like okay, Mom.
Upper arms, thighs, strength training, high reps, low weight. Help combat the old age spread. Okay. Seriously. Okay, so more reps. That's good because that's all I can handle. Not a whole lot of heavy weights, but a lot of high reps.
Yeah. I've been noticing for my arm, I'm gaining muscle, and I didn't want to do that. I wanted to tone, so I need to definitely do lighter weights because a muscle's growing. Like, I have like a bulky arm, kind of, and it's like I wanted to slim my arm down, but I'm noticing a muscle growing on, like, a
Yeah.
fat arm I didn't want. Like, I'm like, okay, now I think I need to do lighter weights. The weights are too much.
Yes, Carla, that back fat. I'm like, what the heck? Keep like side profile. I'm like, what? I keep like trying to hold in my stomach. I just keep seeing like this like what? Like no, I can't. And then you try to put on like shirts, and I can't see that extra like fitted shirt, and then you have this bulge in the back. I just can't.
I can't.
Off the shirt comes thrown across the room. I'm like, what is this?
Oh, that's why Curly Guy's so knowledgeable. Got it.
Hot dogs on the back. Oh my gosh, the terminology is getting worse and worse, but it's so true. It's a visual. It's like it gives me the impetus to keep going.
A personal trainer, plant-based foodie was like $300 a month. So no. You know, I want to transform my body, but it's not that serious. I need a $300 train. I need a car payment a month.
I need cardio ideas that I could do at home. Simple walking to me. I used to do that when I lived in California,
I love Zumba.
and you guys were younger, and I could like necessarily always go to the club. So literally walking around the neighborhood.
Club.
There I go again, the club. God, that's it. It's part of my vernacular. That's it.
The club.
The club. But walking, simple walking, it does wonders.
But yeah, this has been super helpful. Taylor, you want to keep that muscle and maintain your strength training because as you get older, it will benefit you. As you age, women lose bone density at a rapid pace. Weight bearing will fight that. Okay. I used to do my.
You probably look to the block. Two guys, harder.
The law. Oh. Let's do my first 3 minutes, 5% incline, then 12% incline for 10 minutes. 4.5 to 4 miles per hour, then max incline. Down 12%. Okay. And when you do it, don't hold on to the handles. Okay. But when you're up higher, don't you have to hold on? Like if you're at a 30 incline, like you're kind of hanging off, like, you know. Is it bad to hold on when you're at like a serious incline?
You don't get the benefits as much. I'm cognizant of that, but I'm just glad to be there. So I do hold on. But no, I know that when I was like dead serious, when I was younger, no, I just didn't hold on. But now, I'm grateful to even be there 8 o'clock in the morning. So if I have to hold on, it's better than nothing.
Get those 10,000 steps in.
Yes, I know. On my Apple phone today, I went to the
saw
little
you
heart.
doing.
I was trying to figure out because it has like the little app with the little heart on it, and I was trying to see because the stupid heart thing didn't work on the machine. You know how you hold on to it and it tells you what your heart rate is, but it wasn't working on the treadmill that you had us on today. But it was amazing. The other day, they literally had me going like 0.5, which was no speed, because you know you could do like 2.7, you could do 3.8. I mean, you couldn't really walk. It literally had me crawling, but the incline was like at 15, and I felt it that night when I got home. I wasn't walking fast at all, but that incline said it all. It was at 15, and that really must have done something because I was in agony.
Drama.
Not drama, it's the truth.
So it only knows your steps if you carry your phone around, right?
Yes, and so that's why I was holding it in my hand, but I couldn't figure it out, and I'm like, all right, let me not do this. Can't do two things at once. What did they say? Chew gum and, I don't know, I couldn't do it. So I'm like, let me put this down before I go flying off of this treadmill, and I'll figure this out later. But yeah, I have to figure out. Oh, I was a size 22, and now I'm a 12. That's awesome. Okay. That's really difficult to do. I lost weight using those 10,000 steps. Are you supposed to do 10,000 steps a day? Probably seems like a lot, but like, do we? I don't know.
This says 1,000 steps right here. You only did 1,000, 1,300. No, right here. On yours, it said that you did like 1,300 steps. But that like you have to be carrying your
I had
phone
to do
around.
more than that.
There's no way.
When did I do all of that?
Well, it says total 1,900.
All right, when I was on the treadmill today, it said like 200. I don't even know where the 200 came from because it wasn't even on at that point. I don't know where that 1,900 came from, but I know I'd walk more than that today. Just us walking around looking for where were we at? In that mall.
This year, your daily average has been 757 steps.
A day?
I guess. That can't be right.
It could be. That's probably why I have that spare tire around my waist. I wasn't working out, walking. Now the real tea is being told right now. I haven't been walking. It got very reclined, relaxed during the day.
You said a spare tire. Mama, I can't, Mama.
Everybody called it everything spare tire. We called it hot dog, old age spread, old lady spread. We called it every name here tonight.
This day you walked a lot. September 22nd, you did 3,000 steps.
That's probably when I was running away from home. phone.
Oh, Faith lives in Manhattan, so she walks everywhere.
Okay.
I'm all clicking through your phone. It's not mine.
I don't care. I'm not like that. Some people are just like just monsters when it comes to their phone. I could care less. I don't have no blocks and passwords and all of that. Pick it up and do with it as you will. No secrets here. My life is an open book. Can't stand sneaky folks. Or locks and passwords, codes, got to hide. Can't deal. They said that's the real truth of a relationship. In church one time, they said to see if you really like, right now, they said take out your phone and hand it to your spouse. I could do that in a heartbeat. Hand my phone, hand over my iPad. I have no secrets. I don't understand people that have a whole lot of passwords and locks. It's just sneaky to me, and it's so unnecessary. I have nothing to hide. And if you ask me a question, I'll tell the truth of it. Like, why is this a man's number on your phone, whatever? I have a reason to rhyme. Why? Like I'm not a liar. I said to my kids, it's one thing. I might be a lot of things, but I am not a liar. I tell the truth to a fault almost, but I can't stomach a sneaky liar. There, I said it.
I don't have anything to hide on my phone. I just don't want them to go to my camera roll and see the million pictures I take.
Why?
Because like it's crazy just to keep scrolling. Even sometimes when you're looking over my shoulder, I just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling
I know
and
you take a
scrolling.
million pictures
and
of
it's
yourself
me,
a day.
and it's just like it's
It's
like
the age. It's social
just
media.
don't go to my camera
It's
roll,
the age.
and we good. You
You
go
don't-
anywhere else, but don't go to my camera roll.
But you'll pick up my phone in a heartbeat and go to the camera roll and all that. Like, you have to take at least 200 to get one good one. So I understand that concept. But I just don't understand.
What you saying, Harry Potter doesn't fear of getting nothing to hide?
Right? Right?
Oh, that's cool.
See, that's cool, Brittany. See, we both have locks on our phone, but we know the passcodes, and we both have our fingerprint.
But I
That's
think
cool.
it's weird if like I was in a relationship and you know me and my man are just chilling, and he all of a sudden he just said, "Let me see your phone." Like he just wants to go through it. Like, isn't that like kind of controlling a bit? Like you just want to all of a sudden just start scrolling. Like, what are you looking for?
Probably.
What are you going through it for? What's the point? Like,
You probably have to take the context of what it's worth, but to me, I wouldn't be. Maybe it's the generation, but to me, I'd be like, here you go. Like seriously, I have nothing to hide. Anything I have, I can explain on my phone, as if I even need to explain. It's my business. I'm a grown woman. Whatever you saw on the phone, you set yourself up for because you asked to see it. Now, next time, maybe you won't ask to see it. But anything I have on there, I unapologetically have it on my phone.
he just said, "I'm confused. Is he paying the bill?"
Right.
Like, it would have to be the spirit of it. Like, you know,
Has to be the spirit
like
of
if he's
it.
just like, you know, like let me see your phone, like random phone check. Let me see your phone, like.
That's controlling, but just to like they said in church one time, the first level of trust is handing over your cell phones. It's funny how in this day and age, that's where we are at trust. Hand over your cell phone because it means that much. Some people really seriously kill for their cell phone. Like they won't let, under any circumstances, anybody see their cell phone. And like, why? What is on the cell phone? But that to me is very, very telling. And that's just where we're at. Hand over your cell phone. But why wouldn't you? I don't have a problem with that. I seriously would not.
CCJ says you have to look you don't trust.
Maybe so. Maybe
In some
yeah.
cases, right?
Like we were talking about, like you in that sense, when the guy said, "Let me see your," I guess you like you said, the spirit of how it's asked. If you're just sitting there watching a movie and he's like, "Let me see your phone," or I give my phone to my kids all the time. Like if Spencer calls and I'm in the car driving, I'm like, "Adam, you know, Spencer, here, take the call, whatever," and then long since after they talk, he still has the phone in the back. Like I don't
Okay.
care. Like I don't see what the big deal about having somebody else's cell phone is. I just don't. Somebody explain to me what the big deal is about a cell phone and what's so personal about a cell phone. What is there to hide? Pictures, passcodes, credit cards. What is so secretive on a cell phone? I really don't get the apps that I play. Anything I Google. There's nothing I would ever feel like. You pick up my phone all the time. There's nothing that I wouldn't want any of my kids to see, my husband to see. I just don't live that type of a life. It's scandalo. It's just not.
Scandalous.
Yeah, see, plant-based food, I'm an open book with my phone. Kids can grab it and use it any moment. I don't care. And people, I don't want people breathing down. I'm like,
Dr. Simple Beauty said those DMs.
like the DMs. Yeah, but anything I say in the DM, anybody, I'll open up my DMs right now, read them as if I ever answer them.
I've never had a phone issue with anybody except in high school. But high school, that was like dumb, insecure, like high school relationships. But like serious, like adult relationships, like cell phones have never been an issue.
I'll give my cell phone in a minute, and that's why I just struggle when I say to somebody, let me grab your phone real quick, I have to make a phone call, and they get like all funny, like breathing down my throat, like it's a thing, it's a material that you're afraid I'm gonna drop it.
Or if you show someone a picture, it's like one picture, and then they want to start scrolling. Like
yeah, but like they really like try to attack him. But okay, gosh, it's a phone, you know. I just have nosy co-workers that want to read everything. Tiasha P said, I have no problem with that. Yeah, like probably when you have you don't have an interest. I could care less about scrolling through somebody else's phone in that insecure manner. But I want to have the luxury, if I ask, somebody's not going to bite my head off or they're going to get all funny. Like, it's weird to me. Hello, Andrea Watson. We're just talking about cell phones. If my progress pics, I'm not ashamed of them though. I'd like to see my phone to be my guest. Right? Progress pics, meaning of like working out.
those are fun.
Bye, Joan.
I know, I have one I took when I first started going to the gym. I definitely see some progress. It's
I
coming
know,
through.
Maddie's, but we didn't have cell phones. We had coins to go make a pay call, pay phone. It's gotten low. Nosy is nosy.
FS Nurse Mom, where are you from? It's gonna be humidity where she is.
I know, barely had beepers. Remember those? Little walkie-talkies going from one room to the next. It was excitement.
I love walkie-talkies.
Yeah, the transformation videos. Oh, okay. Joan's not leaving. She's only telling Chloe bye-bye. Just being friendly.
The girly guy say he was going somewhere?
Anybody here loves listening to Mark Anthony?
Oh snap, Future Boy said, I checked my wife's phone once and saw she was cheating.
Okay. Too bad for you.
Oh dear.
Now she can't be trusted. Now we know. Pagers. Yes. Oh my gosh. Pagers. Remember pagers? Like a big deal if somebody
Did
had
you have a
pager.
pager?
No, I didn't have a pager. Drug dealers had a pager when I was growing up. I don't know why it wasn't might have been paged, but they did. Okay. It's pictures of his birthday suit.
Girly guy can't. Okay.
What did I do now, Ashley Harris? Come to
No,
the top.
seriously, Ashley Harris caught it. I caught it too. I was gonna get you for it later.
What?
We're gonna talk later, girl.
Just give me a hint. Because I totally, obviously, am touched. I didn't catch it on. What did I say?
I'm like, too bad for you. That comment.
Oh. They already know it, though. They know it's sad.
Like-
State of affairs.
Literally. Fair.
Right, curly guy? Just saying. Is that what you want, 106 Andy? Samantha Ivy's in the room.
Burt Reynolds is crazy. Who's Burt Reynolds?
Oh wait, oh there must be a name on here. Okay. Oh my God, I didn't catch that. Samantha Ivy always pops up. She always catches everything.
Cut. Hi Samantha. Hey girl.
She always got her back. I think it's by her. You totally did see that. Are you growing your hair out? The bangs.
Oh yes, I am. Yeah.
Domino effect.
Yes,
I made it. Oh wow, the white chocolate peanut M&Ms. No, I haven't tried those. You know what I saw, and probably you guys are gonna be like, ill for those that don't like candy corn. I do. Candy corn M&Ms the other night. So they're white chocolate. I guess maybe it has a candy corn, which I love candy corn. I think we talked about this last week. But I didn't get them. But they are out there. I've never tried the white chocolate ones. I don't need any more addictions. I already have that peanut butter one.
Oh, Southwest Florida.
They catch everything.
Sometimes LoriAnne's truth equals major burn. Indeed.
I swear I don't know what I said. What did I say? I
Girl,
swear.
we're gonna talk about it later, girl.
Okay. Uh-oh. Oh my God, that feels like when your mother said she's gonna get you like later on, like that book. I don't know what I said, what I did. Hopefully I'll still be employed next week. Right? It's TaylorAnne. Did I offend?
Her job is contingent on like a weekly basis thing.
Uh-huh. Yes. A week by week.
A week by week.
Mm-hmm.
You live week to week.
I know, right? I'm always hanging on a thread. It used to matter to me, used to bother me, but I don't care anymore.
You'll see in the We Dad video what she did. We had like what she did, and I was like, you know, I think in the video I said we're hiring on this channel because did it again, girl. Just like, come on, you have one job.
You know, you just have that perfect age where you just nothing matters. You just say what you have to say and move on about your business. You're not like all scared like we were younger, afraid to offend, because it's just life. These things, sometimes things just have to be told. Exactly, C. Pierre. I'll always be around. Y'all know it, and I know it. She just don't know it yet.
Tenor.
Okay, bye, Joan.
Clear guys, said you have tenor now.
Exactly. Exactly. Right?
I'll let you know what she has when she does nap.
Unapologetically honest. As my mother said to my aunt one time, no, she goes, we just Franks people in the family, and she goes, no, you're just DAMN rude. I don't curse because there might be little kids watching us, and so it's funny. Yeah, is it just being honest or is it just being rude?
It's rude. We were watching a Say Yes to the Dress or something, and this woman was like, she was like, it's rude, Megan, it's rude.
Oh, you Say Yes to the Dress. That cracks me up. Like those titles really mean something. They
she was so upset she was not the maid of honor.
You know, maid of honor. They had the matron of honor, the maid of honor, they had these ridiculous
She had to have
titles.
two maids of honor because one of her friends was just not having it, and she was literally sitting in like the shop like crying, like she was like, you know, that you didn't make me.
She was like the innkeeper. One had the title like the innkeeper of all the maids. I mean, it was so many different titles.
She had been her friend for years, and then the girl went off to college and only met a girl for like 2 years or something, and she made her the maid of honor, and she was like, no, I should be your maid of honor because I've known you the longest. And she was really in the shop like all like bitter and mad,
crying makeup
and then
running, snorting.
The bride was like, you know, what's wrong?
Sniffling.
What's wrong? And she's like, you know, it's rude, Megan, it's rude, Megan.
It's like just the title.
She was so upset.
Basically, like when my sister got married years ago, I guess it was an honor. I was her sister. I knew I was going to be the maid of honor, but basically it was a day of work. Okay, I had to get down on my hands.
It's a day of
arrange
work.
the veil, flap the gown. Like, you're working, you're hot, you're sweating. Don't have like a June, July wedding.
Flap the gown.
Flap the gown. Make sure she always looks beautiful. You're always looking a mess. So what's the title of being a maid of honor, the matron of honor? Like, to me, that was no honor. I wanted to just look sickly myself that day. Okay, like I didn't want to wait on anybody else.
It wasn't about you.
It wasn't about all that working. I didn't want a title, but I had one because I was a sister. So I had to be. But to me, it just equaled work. A lot of work. I couldn't be my best self because I was sweating hot working, making sure she got her plate of food, making sure she got her cake, everything had to be arranged. Like, I was working that day, so I had no choice, but I would hardly be crying and saying it was rude if I wasn't entitled in the wedding. I want to be a guest. And sit down and enjoy the festivities like everybody else.
What friendship is. Sign me up as an enemy.
Right? Oh, fentanyl would have killed Prince. Okay, she always comes in with the story that she's watching. Maidzilla, right? Arabesque Jacobs arrived. She's commenting. She could have been on live. We're just kind of like lingering around, but we were gonna like sign off a half hour ago until I put on my liquid lipstick and I have to like enjoy it since I wasted time putting it on.
That thing, curly guy. Like, when people like ask you to be in their wedding, like that means you gotta pay. Payment, them trips, those those outfits,
whatever
tuxedos,
the bride
dresses,
says, whatever she wants
hairdo, nails,
into. Like, some of the bridesmaids, like, they just simply, the dresses weren't flattering. Like, everything isn't for everybody. And so, like, I'm in my 50s, and so now I'm gonna be in like say a 29, 30-year-old girl's wedding. She might want like short, like mini dresses. Like, I don't want to. That's not flattering to me. But because she blessed me with the title of being her maid of honor, matron of honor, I've got to now look silly, standing there in heels and a short dress.
The say yes to the dress bridesmaids was the one that was the most interesting, because like the girls 9 times out of 10 are all different sizes, different chests, different legs, different everything, and you know, they all have to put on the same dress, and like half of them will be looking a mess. And
it got to be so ridiculous that we Googled, is a lot of this acting, because it just got to be a little bit too staged. Do people really take weddings that seriously? Like, I'm not talking about marriage, as I talked about weeks ago, about everybody always does this planning for this wedding day, but you know, life goes on after that 1 3-hour wedding day. Then you get down to business about the marriage. So they put too much stock into this wedding day and these gowns, and the bride has all the say, and they're like, it's her day, you do as the bride says. But no, doesn't she have the respect for friendships and relationships that everybody should look flattering that day? It's not just about her and the rest of everybody else looking a mess. One episode, everybody had to wear Christian Louboutin heels, which are every bit of $800. Who is going to do that? And she basically was rude. You can't afford it, then you're not in my wedding. These form-fitting gowns that were like $1,000 gowns, these $800 shoes, and she goes, and you know what you're signing up for. So basically they had to sign a contract that they couldn't put on weight. It was obsessive, ridiculous, and I said, this has got to be put on, this has got to be acting. And we Googled it, and some of it, they said, was a little bit like
fugazi.
Yeah. To me, just demanding people squeeze into certain things. It's the bride's day. That woman comes down with the southern accent. That she just gets you so straight. There's the Atlanta one, and then there's like the one in New York, that store in New York, that big bridal store in New York. But then there's like the version that in Atlanta, and that one in Atlanta, that woman is not having it. The bride is the woman of the hour, and you guys do exactly what she wants, and I just think it's just outrageous.
Yeah, Asia said, how do you feel about not having bridesmaids? I feel like it's a choice. Like, I mean, what are bridesmaids for? And groomsmen, like, for pictures, taking purposes? Like, they're all lined up there in the front? Like, is it for pictures, or?
Like, I don't know. I think back in the day when people did things, is it right? Is it they had money, things were cheaper then? Where the bride got married, she picked people in her wedding, a sensible amount. Not what do they have of the biblical bridesmaids? One episode where they had 22. Now,
Yes.
22 homely folks walking up the aisle like hours long. It would take for all those biblical bridesmaids. Made no sense whatsoever.
Remember that the biblical bridesmaids? I was like.
But back in Father of the Bride with what was his name? Something Tracy, Elizabeth Taylor, sensible, movie, 2 or 3 women, if that even. And you just pick, your sister, your cousin, just people close to you, all this extra show, everybody lined up, taking hours to take pictures, everybody's starving at the hall where you're going to eat, because everybody's taking all these gazillion pictures. If that's what's rude, Megan, that's what's rude. Everybody there waiting to eat, and you're taking a million mugshots while everybody's hungry. So that I don't get.
Ashley Harris said, "Why they gotta be homely?"
Because they always are. I always go in. So, but I think it's just a lot. But back in the day, they would buy all of that. All the bridesmaids, they would buy them a gift for being in their wedding, and then they would buy what they want, then the ensemble for them to wear. But when you have to invest yourself, where are you going to wear those dresses afterward? They're always like silky, long, nothing at all that you can ever wear again. It literally is because you just love the bride so much, and so
so it's for the bride.
Yeah,
it's for the bride,
and you would think that the bride would be nice enough to think, well, they're spending the money, so let me try to see who. My cousin got married, and the dresses were so beautiful that we could wear them again, and we never did. But they made them so that we could wear them again if we chose to, and so I think that to have specific colors, I guess it's still a great big day. It's what people plan for their whole life, the wedding day. And so it gets to be outrageous. It's very costly. And when you get to be around that age where people are getting married, every year somebody's getting married and they want to do the wedding, and it's very, very, very costly. For weddings. I've heard that.
Oh, that's such a good show.
You know that one. I've seen 2 episodes.
Yeah, it's like she says she doesn't like the show, but you can't stop watching it. It's an interesting show. It's like, I don't want someone up at my wedding judging my wedding, but like they all go to each other's weddings and they like rate their weddings. It's an interesting concept for the show. Interesting.
That makes sense. I have a maid of honor, and that's it.
Yeah, you probably won't catch me with a slew of bridesmaids, so hopefully the groom can get on the wave. Hopefully you don't have a whole slew of groomsmen. We'll be up to looking crazy.
And 11 years later, her and her honey are still standing. I know my grandmother used to always say, "It's my grandmother. Don't buy into or don't buy against it." She just said the bigger they are, the quicker they fall. Whether or not it's true, I don't know. But my grandmother wasn't much about nonsense anyway. Maybe that's where I get a little bit of my personality. But she was not for that. She felt like the investment should be in the home, in the marriage. Not even the honeymoon, really. She was just about that old school, back in the 19...
Yeah, Ebony said her friends had a big wedding and they are divorced now. Didn't even make it a year.
Wow.
I'm like, dang.
Because what it was the planning of the wedding, and then the day comes and go, and then after that, then what do you do after that? Because no one ever talks about what goes on afterward. And that's, it's not about the wedding, it's about the marriage, I always say.
Yeah, 106 Andy, it is a lot of criticizing another bride's wedding. They'll be talking about the food, but their food isn't that great.
I know,
they'll be talking about the venue.
At the table.
Yeah, like their venue isn't that popping. They're talking about the dress, but their dress isn't that cute.
Destination wedding, everyone can't afford it. For an army of bridesmen and groomsmen.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, it's like, I want you to be in my wedding. It's going to be in Hawaii. Oh.
Do y'all understand that some of these destination weddings, you got to come back to these United States and get officially married over here? I didn't know that until I heard it once. But all these destination weddings, it's all for show because you're truly not married until you come back over here to the United States.
Or unless you
clock back.
Unless you do it beforehand, right?
Maybe perhaps beforehand.
But once you're over there, like wherever you are, like if you're not in the United States, it doesn't count. Legally, unless like you have to get it legally done.
Mm-hmm.
They say most people get married legally prior to the trip.
Okay.
Asia wants to do a destination. Where are you trying to go, Asia? All I know is I wouldn't mind outdoor. With like flowers in my curls. Trees, flowers.
Also, Millie said I didn't want to have a big wedding at all. It was bittersweet for me because the only family I had in this country was my mother. Okay. And yeah, that's difficult if you don't have a big family. And like one side, if
Jamaica.
they do it like that, I would be the type that would say everybody join together. I'm not going to have the bride side and the groom side because the difference of the two sides, it's just wow. Like, so I wouldn't like that. Everybody join in. Everybody sit, you know, different places to make it look like it's one united family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in case someone of the family's busted.
Yeah.
Mix them all together. That's the point, right? The coming together.
The coming together. Let's start right here at the wedding, right here in the church. Going to Jamaica in November. Have you ever been? My friend had a cruise wedding to Bahamas and it was small. You always said you wanted a small one. Remember you said that somebody just went away, had a very small wedding?
Yes.
And like a big influencer.
Hermela, I think her name is. She just got married. It was so simple. It was beautiful. Like, her dress was so simple. It was from Nordstrom's. It was so simple. And her groom, you know, he had his little tuxedo on. Did they get married in they might have just done like a city hall kind of thing, but it was just so simple. It was just so nice. I'm like, this is
just very tasteful, small. It's just about like the marriage and you move on.
Like her family was there, his family was there, and then like they went out to eat and they stayed at like a nice hotel and like I was like, this is the wave.
My family was too bad I'm not having all those fools act like fools on my day. I know. Years ago, I won't expose the person, but the night before the wedding, great big fight, scratched on the face, blood, everything. Couldn't even be the groomsman, the best man, had to have a fill-in because they were fighting the night before, so he came like a cat fight the next day, standing there in a tuxedo looking bloody, wanted to be standing up for somebody. Pictures, you know, so he was ousted out the wedding, but it's just like nonsense like that, foolishness. You choose somebody, you think they'd be somewhat responsible, but no.
Yeah, no, the MADCURLS girls, you're married, 27 years, I'm not married.
What did it say?
It's the MADCURLS girls not married.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm married. Mother, daughter. Wait, somebody new?
Future boy. He's been here in the comments for a while tonight.
Okay. Yeah, it'll be 28 in November.
Oh yeah, it's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
And it was no great big wedding. We got married in Vegas, quick, to the point, and 28 years later, it's still going strong. So maybe it was the mentality of, you know, my grandmother, all these great big huge weddings. I don't know what it was, but no, it wasn't a great big wedding. And but it's not right, wrong, or indifferent. I mean, I would want one day you to have a decent sized one, but a great big huge one where everybody goes bankrupt. No.
When they're on TV, watch those shows, they're like, hi, my name's Natalie, and my wedding, I'm getting married to Rupert, and our budget is $75,000. Like,
right, like really?
Wow. Like,
yes,
okay.
Elvis married us.
Did he?
Yeah. No, actually, we got married in Vegas. I think it cost $400, and then we went over to the casino and won it all back, so it cost us nothing. $75,000 was nothing. Yeah,
it was free 99.
Won it right on back, and that was that.
That's so funny, Mom. I did not know. Well, I knew about the Vegas wedding. I didn't know about the winning it all back. I didn't know about that. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not a big gambler at all. I think, again, my opinion is getting late. The later it gets, the more opinions I have. So y'all gonna put me to bed soon. But to me, I think it's just throwing good money away, just wasting, just pulling. I think I did this the one-arm bandit one night. You know, just get it early in the morning. To me, it's like the most depressing sight. Okay, you have a cigarette in your mouth, and it's like 6 o'clock in the morning, and you're down there with the machine, just hoping for the big payout. It's sad because they're so dedicated to that one-armed bandit, and it really is a bandit. It's like taking all of your money, and they just can't seem to get that philosophy out of their head, like walk away, you're not going to win. You might put in $600, I might get back 75, like, wow, you see change, and it all comes out in quarters, and you're so excited, you carry it over to the counter, and they give you money, like, you won nothing, you just lost 600, you won 75 back. It looked like a lot because it was all in quarters, but I don't understand that gambling. I just don't, and everybody does what they want to do. I always would take like my share of like the gambling money, so to speak, if we went to Atlantic City or Foxwoods or where in Connecticut, wherever we went, and I would go buy things in the gift shop. But because I like to know, I like to see what I get with my money. I just can't see putting quarter after quarter after quarter after quarter into the machine and leaving broke. I just can't see that.
Winning in Vegas means sitting on a slot machine and drinking for free and breaking even.
Right. Unless you're like a heavy hitter, they put you up in a room because they really want to encourage you to keep going. So they put you in the best room, best suites, penthouse, free drinks, everything, because they just want to keep you inebriated, just to keep on gambling all night.
Oh no. Domino Effect said, I put $800 in the slots before, 145. I was distraught.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I can't. When I worked customer service at the grocery store, when I worked there, the lottery thing was so depressing because I was just like a struggling college student, and people were just throwing their money away. Just, oh, they just loved those scratch off. They would just do scratch offs and play numbers and scratch off and play numbers and just throwing all their money away. I just don't understand it.
My grandma won a car.
So I'm guessing that's a no, Taylor. No for what?
I need to renew my vows with Elvis.
Curly guy said, oh, okay, I see. Where I see it, if you just go ahead and say, yes, Taylor, we could get married outside in Connecticut in front of the house.
We thought Joan Clark left a long time ago. I guess our crazy stories.
I can't. I won $20 and thought I hit it rich.
Yeah, Ebony, hard-earned money. Just throwing my money away. I can't. I just have to learn the hard way one time, and I learned the hard way one time in my 20s, and it was a hard lesson, and I never forgot it. And so, just throwing good money.
What's this?
This is a hard lesson I won, trying to win money, try to pay bills, and taking what little bit of money I had, thinking I was going to double my money. Got on a bus with church folks. They were all going to Atlantic City. So I took my little $400, thinking I was going to double it. I came home with zero. And you get desperate after a while. You think, okay, this is the last time. This is the last time. It's never the last time because you're trying to get what you lost and you never get back what you lost. You just keep putting in money and putting in money and putting in money. And it's just, as the Bible says, not being a good steward of your money. But you're so desperate, you're just so desperate. And you just keep trying. And I have yet to see anybody ever come out with more than what they put in.
And then I feel like every place that sells like tickets and like the place you can play numbers, they all say, we've had a $50,000 winner here. We've had, like, those signs must just be passed out to everybody, because I don't believe it.
Curly guy, I thought that gambling, not being a good steward of your money, but I see more church buses filled up going to those different Atlantic cities and Foxwoods and stuff. I think it depends on the denomination and their doctrine, because everybody can find a reason to make their sin the right one. That's why they always say, don't judge me because I sin differently than you. It's so true. I saw it one day on Facebook, and it's absolutely true. People love judging what other people do, but just because maybe I cuss and you might fight. I mean, they're both sins. You know, somebody might be gay, somebody might be sleeping around. They're both sins. So, like, people, I love this greater than thou attitude that people have. Well, at least when you start hearing, well, at least look out. Because they're going to try to make themselves better than you. Like, we're all sinners. The Bible says we're all as filthy rags. Okay? Nobody really can stand to judge anybody. Like, mind your business. Let God be the final judge.
Say it. Say it again for people in the back. You said, well, at least.
When you start hearing, well, at least.
Well, at least.
Somebody gonna try to be better than you. That's why I plug the ears. At least nothing.
Well, at least.
Well, at least. Right? Law. Right there. Told y'all. Sin is sin.
I was in a gambling commercial.
Yeah, you were in a gambling commercial.
Yeah, I was in a club. It wasn't an anti-gambling club. It was a gambling awareness club. That's what it was, and it brought awareness to people who had like gambling issues. And I did a commercial for the Connecticut Lottery that I think still runs to this day. Every year around March Madness, that commercial runs.
Oh,
And
thank you. Yeah, we are super close. Is it? Future boy. Yes. Yeah, we're close. I'll keep you. Girl. Let me see. I have to find you a little commercial. And they paid her $1. The school was that clever. They paid all the little kids $1, and to this day, every year March Madness, they rake in the money with that. But they signed your little lives away. You didn't know any better at the time.
I signed a contract, and they paid me $1, so they could say, yes, we paid her.
Okay, here's the commercial, guys. You got to see it. I really have it. You have
Okay.
to. It's only 30 seconds. Okay, so Spencer will be in the middle of it. He's very minor part. You have the big part. And it's so funny. People would say, are you on TV? It used to be like a big deal when they'd see it play.
Wait, your screen won't flip.
Won't flip? Is it locked?
Get a speeding ticket. You tell your friend.
All right. This is Taylor's big
You
debut
tell
on
your
TV.
friend about your dreams.
You tell your friend who you're talking with online
You tell her your secrets.
about the new girl in chemistry class.
When you get a speeding ticket, you tell your friend her makeup is smudged.
You tell them about the game last night.
Who you have a crush on?
You tell them everything.
Everything.
Everything! So if you think your friend has a gambling problem,
Shouldn't you tell them?
call 1-800-346-6238.
If you or someone you know has a gambling problem,
There's help.
there's hope.
And listen, that day I went just to be behind the camera because I love technology. I love, planning things. So I was like, nope, I just want to work behind the scenes. And the director was like, basically, who's that girl, M.A.D.CURLS? We want her on the camera. And I'm like, sir, I don't act. I don't do any of that. And he was like, just try, just say these lines. And there were like tons of people there that day who were there to act. And everybody was saying the lines, but everybody wasn't going to get in. And then here I go, not even there to do that. I went just to be behind the scenes, and I made it in. And I remember my friend at the time, she didn't talk to me for a while. She was so mad because she didn't get in the commercial, and I got in there twice, and I was like the last face at the end, and like that was not planned. I did not go in to act on the commercial. But that plays every year, March Madness. I was a sophomore in high school. That was like 2007, 2007 maybe.
Yeah, there's help, there's hope.
There's help, there's hope. Yeah, so, yeah. Those are my acting days. And yep, they paid me $1 for that, and they run it every single year.
To never come back and look for more payout. You mad over $1, yeah, or the notoriety, because I swear, like, we live in like a small town, and when you worked at the grocery store, they would always come in, like little kids would just come in and just like stare at you, like, were you on TV?
We're waiting too. Jen loves nail polish.
And not for no $1.
Right? They knew what they was doing.
Right.
They were like, just sign here, just sign right here. Like, here's your payment. And we were all like, oh yeah, we just got paid
Yeah.
$1. We didn't even know. Would you consider doing acting? No, I didn't consider doing it the first time. I didn't have a choice. Because I was, you saw, like, if you actually couldn't really see what I was wearing, but people actually went that day dressed, makeup on, like dressed for the commercial, and I had like a white zip-up hoodie on, and they were like, M.A.D.CURLS, and I'm like, I'm not even dressed for the occasion.
Right, Helena James, add some zeros. Georgina Vasquez said they did a casting call for the movie Loving. I tried out. I had my little line. Loving, wasn't that a book? Who wrote that? I want to say maybe more Campbell, but I don't think it was.
Yeah, no, my hair was relaxed. It was like texturized. That was before my hair fell out, but I relaxed my hair so my curls weren't as tight. They were just stringy and
That
LA.
was the life lesson moment. Go out with wet hair. If she caught a cold, then she caught a cold.
Yeah, I look crazy. And that's why, like, when people to this day are like, you know, I think I saw you in a commercial, I'm like, you know, I guess I still look the same, kind of, sort of,
you
not
do.
really.
Doesn't she still have the same face?
There's hope. There's hope. If y'all didn't know.
The Lovings are from Virginia, where I'm from. Okay. So what was your one line? Remember, I Love Lucy, the guy said, what was your line?
Yeah, what room is my husband in? 423.
Ebony, what was your one line?
Jenna Wright, my hair fell out because I relaxed it and dyed it in like the same week. And it fell out. And then I straightened it. Hair fell out, girl.
And he was wondering why I was getting straighter and straighter and just more manageable because it was thinning out.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, I straightened it and like, my hair has never been this straight. It's never been this flat. And then when I took a shower, it was just coming out in my hands and it was horrifying. And I think you ran and got the AphoG. And I remember we were sitting right there. There's like a seat right there. We were sitting right in this room, and you were putting AphoG in my hair to stop the breakage, and it was just traumatic. And after that, I had to wear buns and a slick bang.
Oh, it was a true story of a loving couple that was arrested for being married in an interracial marriage. Okay. I know, no residual checks. They knew what they were doing. And it runs every year.
Every year, March Madness.
Yeah. And I don't know if people learned anything about that. I think gambling, like somebody said earlier, is an addiction. And once you're there, I just remember that mindset, the desperation of that mindset, wanting to get money and thinking it's a quick, rich scheme, going up there with a certain amount, leaving with nothing, but thinking you got just one last time. And I'm glad I'm not a hard-headed, as my grandmother used to say, because, you know, I learned very quickly from my lessons and my mistakes. Not all the time, but generally, I remember the feeling of the misery and can walk away.
Yeah, no, it is horrifying when you mess up on your hair and then you start losing it. It's real.
Yeah, that's why when I had that that medication and I was losing my hair from that, I couldn't deal. That's why I understand. Well, I can't because it's a different illness, but the idea of when people have cancer and they have to go through chemo and they just take like that one day and they have family members supporting them and they just shave their head and get it over with, because to see daily the hair loss to me is you can't. The feeling of it, I just know when I was losing my hair like that, I had to big chop like on a dime to stop. I could not daily take these showers and just see my hair thinning and just seeing it in the tub. The stress of it, so I just rather big chop and get it over with and start brand new. And it's nerve-wracking.
TaylorAnne, are you afraid of getting the hereditary balding? No. I'll cross the bridge when it comes. It's definitely not something I think about on a daily basis. Or at all, really.
Yeah, because where do people get their hair? Is it their mother or their father? Obviously, I had to have gotten it from my mother, right? Because the women in my family deal with that. So, yeah, it probably is a woman thing. But there are still two sets of parents, so who knows? But I'm sure there's a whole lot more things you could be afraid to get. No, I didn't say I had cancer. I was saying that relating to people with cancer, I was saying that I had an illness that I had to get on medication, and it caused hair loss, and that's why I had to big chop 2 years ago. And so I said I understand when people have cancer, where they almost have to get like a support system and have that day where they shave their head because they know their hair is going to come out through the chemotherapy and the stress of that every day, looking in the mirror and seeing your hair coming out. It's got to be nerve-wracking. I knew it was nerve-wracking for me. Not that I had cancer, but medication that caused me to lose hair is very nerve-wracking.
Jenna Wright says that her grandmother has cancer. She's starting chemo tomorrow. Can we pray for her?
Oh my gosh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Who said that?
Jenna Wright?
Oh, Jenna Wright, okay. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Brittany.
Are we calling it?
Hi, Jan. Jan just came. Whose real name is Jeffrey, right? He said last week.
No, that was Easton J. He said his
Oh.
name was Jeffrey.
It's too late, guys. Time for us to call it. Easton J. Okay. I blocked it. See, orange is not the orange is not the new black.
Okay, guys, we are calling it. Well, not we. Me. You're still over there laughing and chortling.
I know because they're laughing. I know they're saying orange is not the new black.
Okay, now we're wait. What are we waiting for?
We're doing, people are giving support to Jen.
Jenna
Jenna Wright.
Saunders said no.
And then we're putting thumbs up for some blockage, maybe. We're saying hi to Jan just came in.
All right, so some people are still talking. Some people are saying bye. Some people are leaving. Some people are again.
Everyone's saying goodbye.
No, we haven't seen the movie, but now I want to. It sounds good.
Yeah, we're getting sleepy.
I can't.
Haven't even second and third that.
Oh, Napoli Ever After. I did, and you were in the room, but your head was down the whole time. You were on your phone. You weren't paying attention. You were doing
Which
something.
I normally
You were
don't
busy.
do. I'll probably answer y'all's questions.
You can't wait for the meet and greet. Did we say we're doing a meet and greet? Did we say that?
Just assume that we will.
Okay. You gotta put it out there in the atmosphere.
Right? All those things that be not as though they were. All right. Wow, it is almost
Yeah.
midnight.
I'm like hanging on by a thread now.
Okay.
I'm very tired. We have to like move all this junk upstairs.
Oh my gosh. Yes. There's just so much. I can't.
I can't.
I wish I
But you
had,
know I'll be in bed before you.
I wish I had an assistant that could just clear all this away.
I wish I had one too.
Exactly. I know. Once you end Curly Guy, then I could be mom. No longer. Well, definitely would never be a LoriAnne if you were in the fam. And maybe I'll loosen up on the Mrs. Wesley part.
Guys, it's been fun. Tonight was fun.
It was fun.
It was fun. It was fun. It was fun.
All right, guys. Same time, same place.
Next week.
Next week. Different conversation.
Different conversation.
Okay.
Oh, happy early birthday,
Oh, that's
Denisha.
right. Wait, when's
No, Denisha's tomorrow.
okay?
And I think 106 is
Andy's was
next week.
which what she planned on spending with us. But when I asked her, she didn't confirm. She's still around.
Probably not. I haven't seen her on like the chat.
Okay. Well, her loss.
All right, we're definitely putting you to sleep now. Okay.
All right.
Bye, guys. I see the numbers dropping. Y'all are ready to go too.
Okay.
People's batteries are low.
All right.
All right.
All right. So we'll see you next week.
We will see you next week.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for stopping by tonight.
Mama Lauren's getting raw, right? Yep, that's enough. All right.
Now, zip the lip.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. See you next week.